Ready? If it's proper. Good afternoon, my viewers, subscribers. Welcome to another live. I don't know how well it's going to be, my viewers, because on the outside you can hear the winds blowing. Yes, a lot of winds on the outside, my viewers, here in Manchester. Yes, but I went out on the road earlier, my viewers, and I get a little piece of something that I would like to see. So look at this and this, my viewers. Let me see what is happening right here. Yeah. So let me see. We can show you what happened earlier this morning. So for those of you who are just joining, welcome. I don't know how long it's going to be because the 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 weather is very unpredictable. But look and see what is happening right here. I don't know if I can do it, but I'm gonna try. Because the effect of the system is being faced. I'm going to head out on the street so that you can have an idea what is really happening in the parish of Manchester. As you can see, there are some rain here, and I'm going to try and give you a very quick video because the system started to heat up in Christendom. Yes, that's where I am at the moment, and yeah, we're seeing earlier a lot of wind. It is crazy at this point, but I'm gonna try and give you a very quick video and return. It's getting really windy. Really windy, my viewers. As you can see, I will not stay on the road very long. There's some garbage on the street, and it is not being taken up. And this should not have been there now. It may have this hurricane, because all this is going to be held back and thrown in the garbage, in the drain. Not going to be put at this point. So we're heading up into the street, into the town, to see what's happening. But as things are now, it is getting really serious. So if you don't have to be on the road, please don't. Please do not be on the road if you have no business out here. So this is what is happening at this point. Things will be flying, and it's dangerous for you to be on the road now. So if you don't have no business on the road, please stay inside. Stay inside. Because as we're heading out now in the town, the wind is picking up. And you're going to see that most of the businesses are already closed. Nothing, no, it is being open at this point. Everybody is safeguarding their properties. So, as you can see, these are closed. Yes, sir. Most of the businesses are already closed. So if anybody wants something, don't bother enter Christian this morning, you're not going to get it. Everywhere is closed up, as you can see, closed. So it makes sense. Whenever come on now, someone see that some market, everyone lock. And I would strongly encourage motorists, if they don't have to be on the road, please stay home. Because you don't know where heavy wind and heavy water may be. And so, as you can see, it is creating a problem here. You know, the banks are bolt up, as you can see. Everywhere is locked. All of the business places in this point is closed up. So, if you don't want to be out here, please stay home. Because things are not expected to get any better whatsoever, or worse. So stay on this. If you know, if I have to, please stay out. Don't enter the street now. Good day, my viewers. Welcome to another.
Yes, so that was me on the road earlier, trying to get a glimpse of what was happening on the street. But really, my viewers, it was a bit dangerous out there because you know that in a town you have a whole lot of flying objects. You have a lot of signpost things out there, and the kind of winds that I experience out there. I decided that I wasn't going to stay out there very long because I don't know where something can fly from. So I strongly encourage all of you people right now who is on the road generally, please make your way home because it is dangerous because on the street, there's a lot of, zinc shops and all of them stuff there. Zinc can fly from anywhere. A sign can fly from anywhere. So it is just a very dangerous thing for you to be on the road at this time. And of course, it is important also for the motorist. Yes, if you do not have to be on the road, please stay home. Come off of the road. You don't love drive too much because the wind is very strong, and you don't know where a pool of water or a big pool of water may be. So if you don't have any business on the road, stay home. Yes, stay home. Yeah, you can't love drive so much. And I even see bike men on the road riding. As I said, all them, especially these people, because my viewers, that especially they are even at greater risk because when you look and especially bike and see they have no form of protection and anything can fly and their heads are taken off. So bike men, please, or if you don't have a reason to be on the road now, please get on the yard. I'm going to put it bluntly, stay at home, turn on the yard. Yes, because it's a very dangerous time now to be on the street. There is no question that the wind have picked up significantly over the last couple of hours, and it is expected to get worse. It's expected to get worse. So here in Manchester, the wind is on. A lot of winds is on at the moment. I don't know what is happening in other parishes. So of course, if you don't have any time, I don't want to give me a shout or send me some message to let me know what is happening in the other parishes. I would love that because I don't know how long I'm going to be with you because the light sometimes have a tendency to chip out because we know under this type of wind, it is any moment anything can happen. Yeah, but with the time that I have, I don't know. But please, reach out, send a message, tell me what is happening in your area as far as the storm is concerned. I would love to know. Yes, very, very important. Please, 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 please. So of course, if you know, like to call, you can give me a shout at 862 6889. Yes, and tell me what's happening. Tell me what is happening in your area. Yeah, tell me what is happening in our phone area. So I mean, I really come with nothing to plan treat this month right at this morning, but just want with us, talk to no, you know. So let me know what is happening in our own area. How things are in your area. How is the wind? Are you experiencing rain? Because really, from morning, when you're experiencing a lot of rainfall, but the wind is very strong. Yes, it is very strong. So for those of you who still need to move, please, you have the day now, because tonight I will be judgment. Yes, it'll be very serious this evening. So if you can't move, no air time. Yes, now is the time to move to higher ground, because there's no question that this storm is on us. None at all. So please, 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 just do the right thing. Yeah?
Viewers, my daughter.
Do the right thing, man. Do the right thing. Do the right thing. Do the right thing. Because it's going to be crazy at this point. 862 6889, and of course, you can send a message. Let me know what is happening. Let me know what's happening in your area as it relates to the system.
Some employment workers during the summer to identify communities where
So
the
this is a
elderly
life
persons who are physically
where
challenged
Desmond McKenzie
lives. So there is a team
Prime Minister
that is coordinating
is
those efforts, and in most of the communities that is known. Okay, and then there is the center here where persons can call if they are having difficulty, and we will be able to respond. But basically, all of those things have been taken into consideration because we have done a survey using the Youth Summer Employment Workers and the SDC to collect data in communities, working with the political directorates and the disaster coordinators island-wide. Some of the shelters have been fixed in a way that persons who are physically challenged will have easy access to our shelters.
All right, you can go ahead. Yes.
Good afternoon again, everyone. Mahiri Stewart, Nationwide News. My first question is to Minister Mackenzie. Minister, you told me last night that extra relief efforts were made in those southern parishes that are expected to experience the landfall first. Could you just tell me how successful what they consisted of?
Well, one of the first things that we did is to reposition that was sent elsewhere once we took that decision. The engagement with the teams on the ground, including the political directorate, the mayors, the councillors, the members of parliament, with the various entities, the church organization, sat, we looked at it, and they are presently working. I know, especially in St. Elizabeth, a lot of work has been done to relocate individuals, and then we have to work with the transport authority to reroute transport. Got a call from the mayor in Port Maria about a situation where a shelter is situated close to the river threatening. We have just made arrangements to relocate the shelter. The persons here have coordinated that. So we are working, and it is work in progress as long as the window allows us to work. But we have done all that is necessary, repositioning the items and provide the requisite transportation to get the individuals to where they have to be.
And on the back of that one, in terms of our teams, and especially in St. Elizabeth, Minister Vaz, I know you want to give an update in terms of JUTC. JUTC has been deployed. They were in particular areas. Last night when we saw where the track for the hurricane had shifted, there were some changes made, and Minister Vaz, you were very instrumental in getting JUTC there. I don't know if you want to give an update now.
Just to say that since we started the press conference, we have gone from 148 evacuations to 301. What have been reported by the JUTC is that the residents are saying that they don't want to leave until late afternoon. So I'm making an appeal. Late afternoon this evening will put you at risk, and it will put the drivers at risk. You need to move, and move now. By this evening, we should be feeling the effects, and it is too late. So we have seen a vast increase in the last hour and a half.
Very much so.
From 140 to 301 in different areas.
Yeah, that is good.
But there are still people with buses ready to move that are saying that they don't want to leave until late afternoon. Late afternoon is too late. I know we have a culture of last minute, but there's no last minute in a hurricane. You need to leave, and you need to leave now.
I agree.
Thank you.
All right. Who has the microphone? You do. Okay. So Margery, you can continue with your questions.
So second question is for the Prime Minister. Prime Minister, there seems to be, I guess it's safe to describe them as a select few on the outside looking in that's questioning Jamaica's ability to prepare for something as unprecedented as a Category 5 hurricane. But given our geographic location, and given our storied history with hurricane prep, how would you gauge the country's ability to not only prepare for something as unprecedented as this, but to prepare for disasters in general, given where we are?
Margery, I'm going to answer your question shortly, but as this is such a dynamic.
Yes, my viewers, you are here in my press conference, but let's hear some more from the Prime Minister.
Mention that since the onset of this threat, we have received calls of support from our partners. I don't want to list everyone, but I think I should say the UN, the British, the United States, French, the EU, CDMA, which is our local operations. And in fact, all the CARICOM countries have reached out to pledge support in one way, shape, or form. And I want to thank all of them, thank all our partners for being so willing to support our recovery effort and to support our preparation efforts as well. I raise it because in the burial challenge that we had, it was clear that our coordination and mobilization in this respect was not as efficient as it should have been, which is what prompted me to do a review of our operations. And I believe we are benefiting from that review now. Major General Anderson, now Ambassador Anderson, championed that, and I've been in touch with him recently in terms of just going over what were some of the weak areas in the review. And I believe we have now worked out how to have that fully coordinated, particularly Ministry of Foreign Affairs, ADPEM, Customs, and all the other entities that would be involved in managing the international philanthropic and donor experience. So I think we'll be in a far better shape to ensure that there is greater efficiency and less bureaucracy. The Jamaican bureaucracy is a legend now in frustrating even our own best efforts. And it is our doing, and we have to undo it. But more of that from another time. Now, there is no infrastructure in the region that can withstand a Category 5. There is going to be damage if there is a Category 5. I believe it was Cancun that had a major hit in the last hurricane in Mexico. And we've seen what it did to Puerto Rico and other islands. And those weren't Category 5s. So a Category 5 hurricane will definitely damage roofs. It will definitely compromise infrastructure, even concrete infrastructure. It will scour roads. It will destroy agriculture and vegetation. No doubt it will impact our ports and our airports. There's no question about that. However, if you didn't take precautions to clear the drains, if you didn't take precautions to move people to safety, then the damage is compounded. And that is why we emphasize preparation, because the preparation lessens the damage and it makes the recovery that much easier. And we accept that there's going to be damage, and so you position yourself to deal with the impacts of the damage. So for example, we know after a hurricane, we're going to have mosquitoes and we're going to have dengue if it's not prepared for. So Ministry of Health is putting in place measures to deal with that. I've had a good talk with Minister Tufton 2 days ago. He briefed me on what he was doing. But the preparation started, during the COVID period when we bought a fleet of almost 100 vehicles to be used right across the island in vector control. So yes, you're asking, are we prepared? In that instance, yes. In terms of our roads, let's look at it from this perspective. After Beryl, somehow we forgot that we had almost every day, straight to the first week in December, rains. So a hurricane, and then we had a tropical storm, and then we had consistent rains. If you were to accumulate that, that's the impact of a Category 5, scoring all our roads. We made a provision, we declared an emergency. We made a $2 billion provision in addition to a $3 billion program that existed before, and we consistently went about repairing. So yes, as it relates to the driving surface, we would be able to recover from that. Where we might have a problem is with the bridges. Because if bridges are dislocated, I mean, yes, you could put up temporary, what do they call them, Bailey bridges. We have about 30 in the island, Mr. Shaw, Stephen, about 30 or less. That smile says it's less. That smile tells me that my initial thought is that yes, we would have a problem with the bridges. We wouldn't have enough to be able to deal with the dislocation of major. And even so, the Bailey bridges would only be able to be used according to a certain span. And so it all depends on what the damage is. So yes, if a Category 5 impacted our bridges, we would have a challenge. Thankfully, however, we already have a program in place which is going through the process to replace, to replace 55 bridges. So if any of those 55 that is we project to replace were damaged, then we would have to accelerate the process to do that. In terms of telecommunications and the electricity grid of a Category 5, thankfully we have pre-positioned linesmen. I know that JPS has the necessary stock, so we should be able to start rebuilding the network if it got hit at a Category 5 level. Telecommunications, I suspect our providers have made provisions and have tried to harden their infrastructure to withstand Category 5. In terms of trade, meaning the distributive trade, the ability to supply food, and if ports are unable to receive shipments. I'm told that we have supplies that would carry us for at least 12 weeks or more. And we have been told by Petrojam, Company Minister Vaz left, that they do have approximately 10 days of supplies after the of refined products that could carry us after the hurricane has hit. So category 5 would be a really bad disaster. But what I don't want is for Jamaicans to get into a depression that it would be the end of the world. What I want you to always be positive in your outlook, and that even if the worst comes, we will be able to recover. That's the position. Just to say, and we have been saying this for a very long time, but I don't think that the public has internalized it. And I'm going to use this opportunity to say what I have said 100 times already through all my budget presentations, all my speeches to the country, that we're living in a period of time where the norm is disruption through various challenges and events. So the way to describe it is that we're living in a period of time where you have multiple, frequent, intense, overlapping challenges and events. And we just have to become accustomed to that. Someone said to me, Prime Minister, you look so calm, and we're all panicking. We've come used to crises. All right, so it's, as I said, bear it in mind. At any one time, you have multiple, and they will happen frequently, often. They will overlap, so they're not going to be sequential. So from this, you're going to have a tropical storm moving into a hurricane, and then out of a hurricane, lingering rains, and then lingering rains, you're going to have health crises, inflation problems, fuel problems, all kinds of multiple crises happening all at once. And that's it. The challenge with the time that we're living in is that they're now intense. So it's not that we didn't have hurricanes before, they're now intense. You're seeing a hurricane that would have formed in the Eastern Caribbean and made its way very quickly to a category 5 and then hit Jamaica. That was burial. Unusual, but very intense. Now you see a hurricane forming and sitting right below Jamaica, threatening for almost a week. And we have never seen that. Just sitting there, gathering strength, threatening to unleash it on us. Again, it's intense. And that's what we face. All right. Now, in a situation where you have these multiple crises that are intense, that are overlapping, you have to be able to manage the public narrative, discourse, and information around it in a democratic way, in a democracy. In a democracy, everyone's opinion counts. So even someone who is speaking utter nonsense, their opinion counts. And in today's world, not only does it count, it can be published and broadcast, and it can impact other people's perspective. So managing crises becomes even more difficult. So there's, so for example, we would have seen someone posting, and we've seen even television stations, radio stations posting, oh, we see this gully here, and they said it was clean, and it wasn't clean, and the buildup of debris at the end of the gully is going to cause flooding. Again, it's a concern. It is a legitimate concern, but balance that against the totality of the information. I mean, could the government clean it right away? And with the resources that we have, should we dedicate it to clean that, or should we dedicate it to clean around Spanish Town Bridge and open up the tributaries? In other words, so you present one side of the story, someone takes it and says, see, government's not doing anything. You know what, I'm not going to listen to what the government says. I'm going to stay right here. And that's the part of the challenge you face in managing crises, which is why we stand here and go through every day, give you the information, because we have to counter some of what is being published, which does not make sense. And we rely on our media, our journalists, to capture the information accurately and relate accurately. This is not a defense against incompetence in government, because I'm the first to tell you that it's not perfect and there are issues in the government, but we must seek to put information in context. All right? We have to put the information in context. Otherwise, information without context can just create chaos and challenges. So again, yes, to answer your question, Margery, a category 5, a category 4, even a category 3 is a challenge. Will we be able to recover? Yes. There is no infrastructure now that is foolproof for a category 5 within this region. I think globally, any category 5 will cause damage. Can we recover? Preparation improves your chances of recovery. So what we're doing now, including the informationalization of the population, giving the population enough information to make decisions that are aligned to the national good, that helps the recovery. And the question now would be the speed of recovery. And that's a challenge. A category 5 will necessarily be a longer period of recovery. And that's what we really would want to have to go through that. And the measure of the recovery would be the number of quarters we spend in negative or low growth as a result. And we're trying to minimize that.
All right, I have some from online, from other your colleagues online. So I'll go to TVJ for another question from TVJ.
Very quickly, Minister, can you state so far how much the government has spent on hurricane preparations? That's one. And I know it's early yet, but based on the forecast from the Met Office, is it a possibility that Jamaica's catastrophic bond will be triggered in this instance?
All right, so in terms of the number, in terms of how much we've spent so far, won't be able to give you that right now. We're kind of in the middle of, prep. We're not really adding up numbers right now, but we're spending appropriate numbers in terms of what we need to do to prepare. I'm going to add your question on the storm in relation to the catastrophe bond to a question that we do have for Evan. And so I'm going to go through those questions and we'll make sure that your question is answered. So I'm looking for the questions that are online, and I know Zara Burton had submitted some questions, and so I will ask those, and I think she is asking in her Reuters capacity. And I see, Minister, can you please give an update on how many people can be accommodated in the shelters? She notes that 28,000 reside in the affected areas based on the data that we do have from SDC. And she wanted to know if we have enough space for all of them. And I think the answer to that is a yes. We will, and it's not everybody that is threatened. And so we will make sure that we have sufficient space for those who need it. There was another question that she had about Port Royal. She spoke to a resident in Port Royal about evacuation, who said that the buses had indeed come, and that they did not like their experience at the shelters in the past. You would have heard earlier today that the minister has said that there will be food at the shelters and that there will be security at the shelter. So there's no need for anyone to worry about that. Food has been pre-positioned. We will have food available at the shelters. And I believe there was another one in relation to Portland Cottage. So Evan, if you can keep this in mind, her question was about a storm surge in Portland Cottage. She wants to know if that is correct. I also have another question which is in relation to if it keeps going west, what does that mean for us, and should we expect it to keep going west? So Evan, I'm going to ask you to answer those particular questions.
Okay, well, let me start with that question about whether Portland Cottage would be experiencing any significant storm surge. It is quite likely. Portland Cottage will not be very close to the center, but it will still come under some of the major wind speeds that are expected to move onto the coast around that center. So it's not sufficiently far from the center for them not to experience those speeds pushing the waves onto the coastline. So that's to answer that question from Zara Burton. The other question had to do with...
Will it continue going west?
Oh, yes. Well, we expect that it will continue going west for a while, but in a short period of time, within the early part of this afternoon, the expectation is that it would start to turn toward the north. And so that's when we're monitoring to see whether or not we will actually see that turning taking place this afternoon. The later it happens, the better it is for us, I think. But we are continuing to monitor to see how quickly that turn will actually happen across us.
And you're expecting what speed?
The wind, the strength of the... when it makes landfall, we are expecting that this hurricane will be a Category 4 hurricane on the coastline. They are projecting wind speeds roughly 140. Is it? No, it's over 200. It's in the range of the Category 4 hurricane speeds anyway that are expected over the island at that time. I'm seeing maximum winds of about 140 knots. And well, I'd have to make that calculation for you. We normally give you the wind speeds in miles per hour and kilometers per hour. So I'll have to calculate that, but that is in the range of Category 4 status. Thank you.
And I believe there was a question re the bonds, and as always, remember that they are triggered by particular events. And so we have one on the cliff that is triggered by how strong the hurricane is when it makes landfall. And we also have an excess rainfall policy that will be triggered if we have rainfall above a particular threshold. And so the team will be monitoring that. And of course, the technical teams will work through what the actual numbers are. And so that will determine if it is triggered. And we will let you know as soon as we do know whether or not it will be triggered. I believe those are the main questions that we have. I don't see any other questions here, but our Prime Minister spoke about prayer, and we're going to be ending in prayer. And before we do that, though, I just want to note that we'll continue to put out information to you. There will be no information vacuum. Please go on the Prime Minister's page, GIS page, ODPEM's page, and you will get accurate information. We are planning to do another mini briefing later this evening, because tomorrow we don't know if we'll be able to have this setup going and be able to get the feed out. So we're going to do one final briefing with the Met Office, the ODPEM team. Later this evening, we will announce what time that will take place. That will give us some time to know where the track has gone, what we're expecting overnight. I know in the night it's usually scary for people. And so before you go to bed tonight, you will be hearing from us, and we'll give you the latest information so that you are indeed informed. And so we are going to be having prayer now, and it is going to come from ADRA. And yesterday I was saying that I didn't have anyone here who was praying, and I had someone who was here who was saying, oh, I could have prayed, I'm a pastor. And so he's with the Adventist Relief Agency, and they're here providing a lot of support to us. And so we are going to have a prayer to close out this press briefing, a prayer for Jamaica. And so please, everybody, listen to the warnings, listen to all of the information.
So, my viewers, before the prayer, you are here, you are seeing a little drop off there. Every moment, every minute, you see the light dimming because the wind is picking up, my viewers. So at any point, you may see me, and the next moment, see me. But we can hear you like I pray and then you come back.
Past country director Henry. He's not able to be here right now, so I'm here just in his capacity trying to offer as much assistance as we can in our capacity. So I want to greet the Prime Minister and other ministers and all the other members of the National Disaster Risk Management Council, our first responders, our representatives from various institutions and partners, members of the media, and all those joining us on television and online. I believe, and I believe that we all believe, Prime Minister, that prayer changes things. And so at this time, I invite you all to join me in standing, taking on an attitude of reverence as we look to our... Okay, not all can stand. If you can, if you can, just stand, take an attitude of reverence as we look to our God in prayer. Heavenly Father, Creator and Sustainer of all things, we come before you in this moment, humbling ourselves in your presence. You are Jehovah Nissi, the great protector, our ever-present help in time of trouble. We acknowledge that all creation is in your hands, and that we thank you for the grace and mercy you have shown, even now as we see your mighty hand causing even a slight shift to this storm. We are grateful for your protection over us and our beautiful island. Lord, we lift our leaders and all those who are tasked with coordinating and managing this process of preparedness and advisories and care. We ask that you grant them wisdom to seek you first, because the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. Let them know that without vision, the people will perish. Guide them in every decision, in every strategy, in every word spoken. We pray for everyone present on this island, whether citizen or residents or visitors. Keep us safe as the storm passes. Surrender us with your peace and your protection. And help us to remember that we are our brother's keepers. Lord, your word reminds us that whatever we do for the least of these brothers and sisters, we do unto you. We give thanks for all the well-thinking Jamaicans, both here and in the diaspora. For all our partners, both local and international. We pray that the spirit of philanthropy be rekindled and you, God, will multiply and stretch the resources that we have, Lord, as you alone can, to reach those in need and to encourage and to ensure that no one is left without help. Father, in this time of uncertainty, give us calm spirit. Grant us patience and keep our hearts hopeful. Help us to trust in you. Trust your heart even when we can't trace your hand. For we know that without faith it is impossible to please you. Lead on, O King Eternal, and guide us through this. Be a shelter in the time of storm. We pray all in the mighty name of Jesus. So I encourage us to join in this prayer as we say, Eternal Father, bless our land. Guard us with thy mighty hand. Keep us free from evil powers. Be our light through countless hours. To our leaders, great defenders, grant true wisdom from above. Justice, truth, be yours forever. Jamaica land we love. Teach us true respect for all. Stir response to duty's call. Strengthen.
We got cut off here? Huh? Hello? What's that?
Truth, be yours forever. Jamaica land we love. Amen.
Amen.
Yes, my viewers, I hope you still hear me. Am I on still? Yes. Yes. So, we are here. We have heard here from the Prime Minister, my viewers, as he gave us some level of reassurance. But it is encouraging, my viewers, that at least the numbers is increasing as far as people going to the shelter is concerned. It is very, very much encouraging, and we hope that more would follow, especially those who are living in the low-lying and flood-prone areas, because really, we don't want no loss of life, no? We don't want none of it to lose a life. So, my viewers, please, may I beg you, if you don't move yet, please, it's not late to move. It's not late. So let us see if see what else is happening here as far as information is concerned.
Have anywhere to go live. Nobody now go put you. As of lately, everybody getting vision from God. The sky, that is. As of late, everybody claims to be a prophetess or a prophet or even an angel that get a warning to Jamaica would direct it to the 1 p.m. time. Christina McLean, the so-called prophetess, a fivefold ministry apostolic. If I saw her church name, she get another vision again. She get another vision and she asks and she wants to come to the front of the line. You want to hear it? News coming to us from the prophetess to a call. I wonder, what should the prophet do? The one who gain money, I want spiritual. Left a dreamer. She said, why this time delay the so-called race girl named Melissa on Wednesday? That is God giving us time for us to repent. And this time is not coming from the devil, but God himself, because he's coming with a category of fire to shake up Jamaica. McLean, girl, why you so lie, wicked and evil? How you so important that God talked to you, but yes, you just never choose no female apostle? Tell me. The Bible says God created man first, and one was second to be in companion. So when sin should be spoke first for God. McLean, the prophetess, why are you not married? Where's your husband? Where's the significant other? McLean, you want to get into your past life that you used to live and to haunt you and taunt you. So you come to fool people and trick people. It's time delay. God delayed because he wants us to repent. But repent from what? Another brainwash again, as we're doing to Africa. I'm sorry. We are awakened. And you and your God that give you instruction or advice for Jamaica, category 5 coming and delays storm. Go and tell him, say, why am sitting alone? Jaden Smith and others. Listen, dead. And not that alone. Why am sitting alone? Females to be murdered and slaughtered by another woman and on the blood and you. Prophets. Prophetess. Why can't prophesy? Where the body is. How are people going to get kidnapped? Why? You're looking at attention. You're looking at attention.
Yes, my viewers, you have heard there from the prophet way. Oh my God. But my viewers, I brought you a clipping this morning, but he figured more or less, my viewers, that what we are hearing about this storm, according to him, my viewers, is an AI generated storm. What do you think about it? Do you guys believe that it is an AI generated storm? Because according to him, my viewers, that a lot of media from overseas is here, and him believes something missing, something wrong somewhere. What do you guys think about that? What do you think about it? Cause him say it's an AI generated song. AI. What can go so? Yes, AI generated star. Him said, my viewers and subscribers.
To be a prophetess or a prophet.
You're going to be hearing his theory, my viewers, to the star. He's saying that it's an AI generated system. What do you guys think? What do you think about that? You're going to hear it now. Listen to him.
A firm foundation. Who have ears to hear, let them hear what the Spirit say to the church. Something is not clear here. Something is not looking good here. Something is fishy here, and I shall let you know from the newsroom town. 51, 88, 37, 88, 25.
No matter people are laptop.
Why the 37? Was this hurricane created? Was this storm farmed into a lab and to be tested in the Caribbean? First, why are so many news reporter from America is in Jamaica? Fox, CNN, USA, and all of them ABC. Why? Why so much of them touched on in Jamaica? Never in the history. Hold on. Last year was buried 2024.
Before I continue that, my videos for you, so if you want to drop your comments on that and tell me if you want to believe that the system is an AI generated system. I don't know how AI could actually generate that, but my viewers, we know say anything is possible these days. But tell me one thing about it. Do you think it's an AI generated hurricane? Because a lot of people have different theories to what is happening as far as this hurricane is concerned. What do you think about it? Is it a AI generated storm or what? Of course, my viewers, if you saw this to please send some message. Yes, and of course you can give a call. Tell me what is happening in a phone area, please. 862-6889. Please and thanks. What is happening in your neck of the woods? Yes, of course in Manchester we know that as we are seeing strong winds and the light dims occasionally, so we know that anything is possible at any given time. But what is happening in the other parishes? Please, I would like to have a knowledge of what is happening there. But let's hear a little bit more from the one.
How can it be? Two hurricanes behind each other. Two storms. Who created Melissa, this stormy, miserable girl that's looking for somebody to help? Oh! This is the AI. This is an AI storm. So they tested it in the Caribbean. I wanted to devastate Jamaica because Jamaica opposed the gay agenda and the New World Order. We opposed to it. We didn't say no. No money was given because we reject it. Oh, so AI, Melissa, who says that are real, human being. Why would take say this damn girl was real when never know say it was a AI. So you come down here. Them say down here. Create it. To test it in the Caribbean. And bracing so it will reach category 5. By Monday, Tuesday. You see the mistake? Wednesday is supposed to land. Friday is supposed to land. Sunday is supposed to land. And when it's a Tuesday. Our ancestor is not asleep. And we know, by the grace of the Spirit, it will never happen. We will dismantle every membrane, everything in it. Everything, we will stop it and chop it. So the AI Melissa want to use to come test in Jamaica and the Caribbean in our work.
Yes,
Who have ears?
yes, my viewers, that is what the one is saying here, that it is an AI generated system. I don't know. I don't know if it is so powerful, but you know, we can't put nothing past nobody. But I am sure that the government would not want any such system. So I don't know who has sent it come, but anybody has sent it come, we're going to send it back. Yes, my viewers, we're going to send it back because we don't want this kind of damage from no hurricane. So if I say go for you, we're going to send it back, send it back. I wonder if I mark short, I'm sending come. It's my view. but we're going to send it back. So if I mark short, I send this time come, we're going to send it back. My God. Yes, my viewers. So in a serious way now. You know, as I said before, please just let me know what's happening in the whole area. Please and thanks. Again, you know, you can give me a shout if you want to say. Give me a shout and let me know what is happening in our phone area. Yes. So I'm trying to find out what is happening in the areas, my viewers. I'm wondering if the system, if the phone system is down, what is happening with? So I would like to know what is happening in the other parishes, you know, because this is the only time that we might have access to something. So, what is happening in the other areas? What is happening in Fona area? Trying to find what is going on in the areas. What is happening in the other parishes? Yeah. I'll go on. Yeah, man. I mean, man. Maybe it's find out what go on in your area as far as this time is concerned. What go on down there? No rain? Oh, half an hour. Okay. We don't go live, but maybe we want to find out what go on with the rain in the areas. Yeah. Okay. So as I really want to find out what go on down there. It fall too hard since morning. Yeah. 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 So what about the wind? The wind speed? The wind hard?
Not really hard.
Hmm.
But over there, this is earlier.
Yes.
They were, if man, if you a big hit.
Yes, because I heard yesterday and say it may pass the eye may pass close between Mandeville, Manchester and St. Elizabeth. That's what I was hearing. That's what I was hearing. And we hope that will not happen. Because somebody is saying that it's not gonna happen because they do to Jaden, but you know most of us in Mandeville are decent people, so we hope that happen.
Yeah, they go to wicked somebody they want.
Eh?
They always say go to somebody wicked.
Yes. So we don't deserve it. And if it's time, Coco will go find the person and would do it. It is bad enough. Yeah, come on, girl. Go and find the person them who did the harm. And them you ever go watch it. But most of the people of Mandeville and Manchester are decent, law-abiding, honest people. Yeah. Yeah, man. Yes. So we are hoping for the best. Yeah, we're hoping for the best. All right. Thanks. Yes, my viewers. So where I am, in the other parishes, in the other parts, you know, more rain is happening down those areas. So I'm trying to figure out what is happening. What is happening in the other areas? Trying to get some updates to find out what is actually happening. Yes, my viewers. So it's all about, you know, informing the people to what is actually going on. So, you know, let us find out if what is happening in the other parishes. Let us see what is happening. See what is happening here. I don't know if the phone system is down in some of the areas already, because we're not getting some of the people. So I don't know what is happening in the other parishes. I would certainly like to get an update of what is happening. Remember the number of my viewers. If you wanted to call, please. The number 862-6889. So you can call and give me an idea of what is happening in your neck of the woods. Yeah, please. Yeah. So I'm really trying to figure out what is happening in the parishes. Yes. So I'm trying to figure out, to get some updates, my viewers, to find out what is happening in the other parishes. Yeah. Trying to figure out. Please, let me know what is happening in the other areas. Please. Want to know if what is happening in the other parishes. I would like to know. So let me see what else is going on here. We want to know what is happening in the other parishes. Wondering if most of the people are prepared. Trying to figure out what is happening. What is happening in the other parishes. I don't know if it is any issue with the phone system, because I'm not getting through to find out what is happening in the other parishes. Yes. So let me see what other information I can share with you in the meantime.
So may I ask anyone out there to continue keep on pray for Jamaica? Yeah, and the world, I think we will be safe because I go in this building here over here. So yeah, in a school yard, this is where I'll be staying during this storm. So anyone out there who have never not believe some live there, so but just I say to you, say continue stay safe and stay good. And just hope for the best for Jamaica, alright? I am not staying where I live inside this town because the place is not stable. So I ask anyone out there who want to really help me, please, if you can really help me. Any local help you can give me, I really appreciate it. Thank you very much. Yes, chat. So this is where I'll be staying.
Yes, my viewers. So there is a gentleman right there who is not taking the storm lightly, and he's moving apparently, because from what we are hearing there, he's moving. So let us see what happened. But of course it is very important, my viewers, that everyone takes the warning seriously. If you know they live in a house which is not, so you got a problem, please take precaution. Yeah? Take precaution. Prevention is always better than
during this storm.
Take precaution.
38 a.m. at a depth of 12 kilometers. It says the tremor was felt in Guadeloupe, Dominica, and Antigua and Barbuda. The SRC said the other strong quake, which occurred at 8:55 a.m., had a magnitude of 6.1 and again affected the same three Caribbean countries. It had a depth of 29 kilometers. The third quake, which occurred at 8:46 a.m., had a magnitude of 5.2. It had a depth of 14 kilometers. The same three countries were affected. Residents in other countries, including Martinique, St. Lucia, and St. Kitts Nevis, also reported feeling the tremors. To end the newscast, here are the main points. Hurricane Melissa could make landfall on board of Westmoreland and St. Elizabeth on current track. Jamaica Urban Transit Company suspends regular services until further notice, now in emergency response mode. Jamaica Public Service responding to several outages, some associated with the hurricane, and a number of people being treated at hospital for injuries sustained while carrying out preparations for the storm. 2 deaths have been confirmed.
What?
That is the midday news on Radio Jamaica. I am Deidre.
Oh, want to hear that? My viewers and subscribers, 2 deaths is confirmed. And this is why it is not the best thing to start to do last minute preparation. Because my viewers, there are many people who is on house top. No, I tried to nail it down when we hear that the storm was coming from several days ago. We certainly do not know, my viewers, the cost surrounding, because I didn't get that from the beginning. But I would like to know what caused that to happen, because that is serious, my viewers, and this is why we must not take it lightly. We are not to take these things lightly. So, we hope that, we can't take it lightly. Cannot take it lightly, my viewers. And as I said previously, that if you don't have no business on the road, please just stay off the road. Stay off the road. Stay off the road.
No, people. See that? I'm telling you already, but you're not here now. Look how much bird that fly people in the sky. Look how much bird that panic them people. Look up. Now see them people. See that the bird them enough. It's not typical the old people. See them? Look how much bird people. So if storm was coming, people, look how much bird is flying. Look how much bird is in the sky. You understand? And this is for the seafront people. Whenever a storm is coming, people, the bird them fly away from the sea. Some come from the seafront, but just showing up on the hills just while. Now see there, people. As far as you can see. So if storm there come, people, but whatever they know, people, look at the water, people. Those are birds in the water, people. See there, and me say it now. Those are birds lying off in the water. Birds like crazy in the sky. Look there. Birds like crazy in the sky, people flying. Look there. So people, and I may say so. So, if the bird them ain't nothing in the sky, people, and the bird them ain't nothing on the sea. But what them I don't think of cloud seeding. They chop the thing in the cloud and they take out 2-3 days before it ripe. But for some reason, the ancestors have been slowing it down. And they be dropping more and more in the cloud. And then you people, now back the ancestors, you people spiritual dead. Says that the ancestors come to save you know, and they sell out the ancestors them. That's why the ancestors have put people like me, the emperor, the chief high priest, the man with the chief high priest, to control the people. See that? This is a sea with the pot. No storm at the outer sea. No. Over there some people. It's 80 is in that direction. This is Kingston. That's why they say Kingston and Central go get the first link. I work for whole over there. So this is in front of 80 may face now people. And Cuba they over there so. So 80 is 1 hour and a couple of minutes away from Jamaica. So the storm could have go slower than the slowest storm. It should have reached Jamaica over 20 hours ago. The storm, and if in the category 1, it should have reached Jamaica. 1 hour from Jamaica, category 1 would have reached Jamaica months ago, years ago, weeks ago. And them say that category 5 now. But why the storm is out here, people? Too much bird, lot of massive. Come on, bird people. Look at bird people. What kind of storm?
Well, my viewers, this is a man that said no storm now come. But we shall see, my viewers, because from what we are experiencing here, this is not the regular things that we're experiencing. So I don't know where Sir Lewis get fame idea from, but I will be right. I hope him right, my viewers. I hope him right, but for some reason, you know, I think otherwise. What do you think? Because he have been saying that no storm not coming, my viewers, and he have been making them a lot of noise. So no storm now come. But what we are experiencing now, my viewers, there is a storm on its way. There is a storm on its way. So I don't know.
Caribbean country. The Caribbean
Hurricane to move so
prophecy for the Caribbean country. The Caribbean country need to.
it's a historic event. So they're not here because of some conspiracy. Yeah, that's not it. I was looking for you whole night last night, and I was live for hours.
So I saw this young lady, my viewers, I think about yesterday or the day before. And I found what some of what she was saying to be instructive. So I don't know if we're going to hear a little bit of what she just
Yeah, free. Me stop answer people where I say me hear say each shift, me hear say. And you can't say who told you. You think food is going to short? Due to the devastation that we're expecting from this hurricane, the agricultural sector will take a huge hit. Remember, Beryl affected the agricultural sector really badly.
And you know, there's no question about that. There's none at all, no question about that, because wind, our little light things, they cannot manage this kind of water and rain. So there's no doubt that the agriculture is going to be impacted seriously. No doubt about
Foods, because we will not have enough to supply the demand that will be here. So I'm prepared to argue with those people who will come to say later on, why are we importing and we have food here? Why are we importing onion and potato? We have onion and potato here. We have to import because we do not have enough to meet the demand that is here, which means for the amount of people and business we need them, we don't have that amount. It's that simple. And with Melissa coming, and farmers are about to lose a lot, we will eventually have to import certain things.
That's not fact.
We can anticipate an egg shortage because Hurricane Beryl traumatized the chickens so much that they weren't laying eggs.
Yes.
We had to be importing.
Quite true.
Yeah?
Quite so. My viewers, a bit of breeze have blown outside, and not normal. And not normal at all.
Yeah, a shortage of a lot of grown provisions and all of that. Just watch a live, the sea come over on the land and him stuck. I'm sure him didn't get warning.
Lord Jesus. Okay, I'm going, sir.
The farm start feel it, but the storm not start yet. Exactly. A lot of people don't understand what we're in for.
And things start already, my viewers, for years, because I went in the bakery over the weekend, and I bought some bullets, yes, and when I I went back before that about Thursday, and when I went back Saturday, they raised them already. They put on $10 per each one. So already they start to put on price for things. Already?
Isn't here yet. But we're going to start feeling her effects today, worse into tonight, worse into tomorrow when she's projected to make landfall. She's going to hit us directly, as in she's going to come on the land. Could have Sir Evan said shift a bit. It's not shifting that won't affect us. It's not that kind of shifting.
Quite so.
Some people hear the word shift and stop listening after that.
Yes, problem that.
We're still projected to get a direct hit.
Mm-hmm. That we understand.
We're looking at a long road to recovery. This is going to set us back as a country.
Oh God, can't imagine.
Yeah. Oh no, thank you. Yep, the eye with the eye wall, even the most dangerous part.
Yes, my viewers and subscribers, I mean, we are in for a rough time. Rough time. And I'm pretty right now. Tough. Things are going to really get expensive.
Exactly.
Really expensive. It's going to be not going to be pretty for us to pick up the pieces, especially the farming community.
We're looking at billions of dollars in loss. Yeah, loss and damage.
It's going to be terrible.
Jesus, baby. Thank you. Cuckoo Berry. You're welcome. This lady, is your hair real? Yes, my hair is real.
My fellow Jamaicans, Hurricane Melissa is now a Category 4 hurricane. Approximately 100 miles south of Kingston, heading westward at 5 miles per hour, it is projected to turn northward. We are already experiencing rain and overcast conditions. Based on current assessments, all of Jamaica will likely be affected by hurricane conditions, meaning heavy rains and winds above 100 miles per hour. It is also likely that hurricane conditions could linger over Jamaica due to the slow-moving nature of this system. Given the extended days of rains leading up to landfall and the expected inundation from the actual passage, we can expect general flash floodings across the island. However, low-lying areas, coastal areas, river courses, gullies, and other waterways will overflow either from excess rain or storm surges. Extended rainfall and heavy rainflows will also trigger landslides in hilly areas. Buildings and activities in or along those waterways or hillsides will be at high risk of damage, complete displacement, and loss of life. Hurricane winds will most certainly damage roofs and compromise some structures. By all assessments of the current situation, while we pray for the best, hour by hour, it is becoming apparent that the impact of Hurricane Melissa could be greater than Hurricane Beryl, certainly in terms of rainfall and flooding. We can lessen damage and speed up recovery by taking preparatory and precautionary measures before the impact of the hurricane. It is expected that Hurricane Melissa will make landfall on Tuesday. I take this opportunity to reinforce the appeal to residents of low-lying areas, historically flood-prone areas, gully banks, river banks, hillsides, and other vulnerable areas to take precautions to protect your property where possible, prepare your evacuation plan, and comply with the evacuation orders given. Avoid unnecessary risks such as playing in floodwaters and waterways, climbing trees and roofs during the hurricane, shelter in place, stay inside during the hurricane. We have issued an order under the Disaster Risk Management Act declaring the entire island of Jamaica a threatened area. This provides us with the legal framework to take all necessary measures to safeguard lives and property during the hurricane. All our national agencies, ODPEM, the JDF, the JCF, the NWA, and our first responders are on high alert. Shelters have been prepared, supplies pre-positioned, and emergency teams are standing by across the island. At the time of impact, the government will declare a disaster under the DRMA, along with the various other measures necessary from time to time to take us safely through the periods of disaster, relief, and recovery. Today, I signed a compulsory evacuation order for several communities along the South Coast, which will empower ODPEM to act as necessary to have persons evacuated from high-risk areas to save lives. We have also issued an order under the Trade Act to prevent price gouging. No one should seek to profit from the hardship of a...
That is going on right now, Mr. Prime Minister. Right now, in many places, people have pushed up their price already. So I think you're going to have to send out some of your people and start to check, because definitely, I can tell you, we're already, people have put on money for the things already. Yes? So they are ready. They are ready to start. Fair stress we out. Yes? I will not get this time yet. But let's hear some more from the Prime Minister.
Disaster. The Ministry of Agriculture, Fisheries and Mining will be issuing a recommended price list for all market produce. We have intensified our drain cleaning and mitigation programs across the island, targeting critical areas.
But I must tell you, my viewers, where I am now, the winds are picking up seriously. So at any given point, you might not see me any longer, because the winds are picking up. I still would love to have an idea what is happening in your area. Please let me know. Let's hear some more from the Prime Minister.
That are most vulnerable to flooding. Over 400 million Jamaican dollars have so far been allocated for drain cleaning and waterway cleanup, including at least $3 million to each constituency to carry out emergency drain cleaning and local preparedness. In addition to preparing the country for the impact of the hurricane, we are also taking steps to position ourselves for the recovery following impact. The security forces will ensure there is no break in public order during and after the hurricane. We will take all steps under the law to protect life and property from looting and other antisocial behavior. We urge all citizens to maintain the peace, observe the laws and various orders that may be issued, and act wisely in limiting movement and gatherings to what is necessary. Your government has built out a comprehensive multi-layered disaster risk financing framework to ensure that we can respond quickly and effectively. We have the National Natural Disaster Risk Fund and the Contingency Fund, which we will use to start the relief and recovery process. Beyond these, there are additional layers of insurance protection that are triggered once specific impact thresholds are met, along with contingent credit facilities. The NWA, JDF, NSWMA, local governments, and our utilities are all prepared to reopen roads, restore access, and reinstate service to ensure a quick recovery. The Ministry of Labour and Social Security, supported by the JDF, is fully prepared to lead the humanitarian relief effort and the data gathering for damage assessment. Please play your part in having your identification and other documentation ready if you have to apply or register for relief. The Ministry of Agriculture is ready to offer support to our farmers and fishers to ensure that they are back out in the field as soon as possible. The Ministry of Health is making plans for major mosquito.
Just my viewers, you can hear on the outside, the winds are really picking up, are getting crazy here. Yes, my viewers, it's really picking up. What is happening in your area? Let's hear some of my Prime Minister.
And other vector control initiatives immediately after the hurricane to avoid outbreaks of diseases, especially dengue. I want to take this moment to recognize our frontline workers, our healthcare professionals, police officers, soldiers, firefighters, utility crews, and all essential personnel who will be out there risking their lives to protect ours and to serve us. With proper preparation, discipline, and care for one another, we will come through this safely, as we have done so many times before. And let us remember, it is in times like these that Jamaica's true character shines through. Reach out to your neighbor, check on the elderly, check on persons with disabilities, and anyone who may need help. That is who we are, a people who live by the principle, each one help one. While we must prepare for the worst, let us also pray for the best. In every adversity, we have found strength, not only in our resilience, but in the power of prayer. So wherever you are, I encourage you to gather your family and pray for protection, for calm, and for each other, trusting that God, who has seen Jamaica through every storm, will carry us safely through this one too. My Jamaican family, we will weather this storm, and when the sky is clear, we will come together to restore and build stronger, prouder, and more resilient than before. Keep safe, everyone. May God bless you, protect your families, and keep safe our beloved Jamaica land we love.
Yes, my viewers, you have heard there again from the Prime Minister as he, encouraged us in times like these. Yes, very tough indeed, my viewers, rough, tough times, but we are a resilient people and we will recover stronger. Yes, but my viewers, really, when you look at a situation like this, an economy is going to will always struggle because, as soon as our economy want to take off, you find out that these kind of natural disasters come and set back the economy. It's just a terrible way, because this government was trying, is trying their best to really fix up the country. And we think more or less that in the next 5 years, we will be looking so good. And now here come along this wicked girl who is going to set us back in a significant way because that money that we're planning to spend to fix up road and all that, we have to go focus on that money now and helping people recovering. So, my viewers, it's really a very difficult job, for governments, because whenever you have these raging natural disasters that come along and just mash up what we have been put in place for so many years. It is a very painful situation. But, as the Prime Minister says, we are resilient and we are strong, my viewers, and we will indeed pull through this. I still encourage all of those who are still halting between both opinions. If they want to stay or leave, you are already seeing me, in my opinion, where a lot of things are happening. So you don't need to wait until night for you to move, please. Don't wait until night for you to move. Because the way how the wind is going on now, my viewers, at any given moment, the light may go. And when that happens, the night come, it's not going to be pretty. Please. So if anybody is still halting between two opinions, should I move, should I stay? You know that your house is not very strong. You know your house is not secure. Please move to the nearest shelter immediately. Yeah? Move to the nearest shelter immediately. Your life is more important than what you are leaving behind. Yes? Whilst there is life, there is hope. As long as you are alive, we can recover. Because now that the government, though they are not going to be stretched, but you can still get a social house. But when you're dead, you don't have nothing to get than your grave. Please, take the warning seriously and move on your no. So you're not in a good place. Yes? Good evening, Primrose. Yeah. So, I'm really encouraging the people. Do not take this thing for granted. When I hear what is happening, please do not take it lightly. Please do not. We have to.
My fellow Jamaicans.
Mercy! And me pen must flood, man, you see me? Well, send me here uncertain. Send me, I go get the full blown title, man. You see me? Because it's a pass beside, you know. But when I go get less, when I get probably 2 hours title or 1 hour. Kingston send mercy, 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 mercy. Father God, me there. I'm here. Mercy, 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 mercy. Father God, me there. I'm here.
Yes.
Mercy.
We need a mercy. We need a mercy indeed. If ever a time we need that, really, is now. Of course, my viewers, continue to send your message. I am going to be here with you as much as possible, as long as it is possible. Yes? So you have a friend. Yes? You have a friend in time of storm. Yes? So, of course, I would still like to know what is happening. Where are you and how is the storm in your area? Please, I would like to know.
Mercy.
That he's a meteorologist, so I get a lot of my information from him. Let me see if he can come on to tell us what's happening right now.
We are in trouble, my viewers.
Again, if you don't know where the shelters are in your communities or in your parish, go on ODPEM's website, ODPEM, and check for where the shelters are in your area. More than likely, those shelters are schools and churches and community centers.
Yes.
Yeah?
That's where they are.
Some communities are listed as high-risk communities for flooding and landslides. That list is on ODPEM's Instagram page. Yeah? All right.
The word to the wise, please. Enough information is there. Use it. We really got to protect ourselves in this situation. We're going to get through it. Yes, we're going to get through it. But we have to get through it with life. We have to get through it with life, my viewers and subscribers. We have to get through it alive. So we have to protect ourselves as much as possible. We have to protect ourselves. It's very, very, very important. Very important.
Trees are already being uprooted in some parishes. Light poles are down.
Wow.
Yeah.
Not pretty right now, my viewers. Things are really not looking good at this point. Not good at all.
My fellow Jamaicans.
Doesn't look good.
Now is chasing away Hurricane Melissa October 25th, 25.
And to earn the innocent upon the land. We summon also the spirit of Jaden. All who destroyed.
And Longville is chasing away Hurricane Melissa October 25th, 25.
And to earth the innocent upon the land. We summon also the spirit of Jaden. All who destroy Jaden, may they be destroyed back once and for all. Let a few people take say this thing is a joke thing. So, every newspaper, every media say the storm is coming. But we are out here, people, and this powerful time, people, the Maroon Emperor and the ancestors, we are out here, people. You hear them people, you hear the miracle, you hear the miracle, people. All right, my ancestors, all hail, we shall have healed. Yes, as I leave, and bring forth you spirits of the gods. You spirit your...
Louis, my viewers, I don't know what is, but I don't think I dare Ellen Lewis, my viewers, to stay there and then later. I dare Ellen Lewis to stay on the seas until later. And then you will see what God is serving.
Ancestors of the God.
Lord help us. I have to take
And they are beautiful.
Whoa, yeah.
Some road.
What is happening
in Jamaica? You know, say, from the storm did not come and in that come.
Oh, really?
Until it start come back.
Oh.
Maybe now having a me back on my brain. And me analyze something and me realize America is thinking America run with. Is thinking America. Me there is like, I wonder if America have something to do with this. Me just have a feeling America have something to do with this. Well, enough people are going to say a fool in the short talk, but nothing new under the sun, and we don't know America already or them time. I me don't feel like them drop something in the Caribbean. Water. We have to build up this time your power. Me just feel like.
Well, this is another conspiracy theorist, my viewers, who is, making these type of allegations that he can't prove.
America, so Fox News in Jamaica from last week, because definitely Fox News in Jamaica before this time I build up. Fox News there in Jamaica before this time I build up. So all Fox News in Jamaica, all Fox News and CNN in there. Oh wow, make them there.
Yes, my viewers, there are a lot of conspiracy theories here. A lot of people is having different ideas to what is triggering the storm. Well, what is your view, my viewers? Do you believe that something of that nature? Because we have been seeing storm from time to time. I mean, so you're saying that, well, remember, if I want to believe that they can set a storm by a country, then the next one is going to hit them. So if that is the case, according to what he must say, according to the good old saying that if you had the hole, you have to dig two. So I don't know if we must say here my viewers make no sense, but everyone is entitled to their own to their own opinion, but not to their own facts.
And that is my first time them there, you know. I want to know why them there, because me not see them here at no this time. So all them there for this time. And why?
I think really it's because this storm is a bigger storm than burial. I don't think, my viewers, that it is a particular reason why they're here. I think that because the storm is a kind of historic kind of storm. I mean, that is why I think they're here. What is your view?
Them reach out before the storm a build up. Them know something about this. America have something to do with that storm, man. Me I tell you, my people, America have something to do with this storm. And if you not really believe it, obviously you not believe in our we one another. Yeah. We not believe in a we one another. We not believe in a feed them thing. Them has set all of them thing against we Jamaica. I feel like Andrew let's know about this.
Oh God. No, we're going into a different era now, my viewers. Why in the name of God, who the Prime Minister, who want to destroy his own country? Why in the name of God would Andrew destroy his own country? Knowing that he is the Prime Minister and knowing that him have to pick up the pieces, what can go so?
Because when this person create highlight, he have at them. Now it's for him time and now for forcing it power. When time we not no place and we not no food and them something there. Now it's for him time I feel like he might want to force need power. Prepare Jamaica. Jamaica, me I tell you now. Them all care what the robot. At them all use and try to replace it. Prepare Jamaica. Prepare. Me I tell you now. Prepare. And in Jamaica.
Wow, my viewers, you know, Jesus, you know, but our people are something else. My viewers, our people are something else. Whatever one theory, this is another. We can't help ourselves.
No, in Jamaica. This is why I know it's freaking serious. I already knew it's gonna be serious from I was watching the secret meetings and I watched International Met Office. I was like, oh my God, what's happening? But guys, right now, I feel safe where I'm at. But what about my peoples, yo? I saw persons that at the beach with the businesses and so they're not leaving because Melissa not coming. I wish I have superpowers because if I do, when I just put something in them and make them go on. Jesus Christ, Jehovah God. Guys, just let us really pray like we mean it and pray hard. This shit is serious and it's going down. Like, the damn shit won't even shift for the better, it shift for the worse. Guys, you know that we're...
So true, my viewers. So true. But we shall overcome. We shall overcome.
The fact that she showed video of the little boy at
we shall overcome, my viewers. We most definitely shall overcome. But you know, my viewers, the debate on Jaden Smith continues. Yes, it continues to rage in the social media landscape, my viewers. It continues to rage. Do you have any view on that? You can hit me up, you know, 862-6889 and tell me what you think. You know, because really, there are so many things out there. But you can share your views, if so to say, at some point.
One of the major areas of concern is definitely Port Royal. So the news team went to Port Royal today to gather the news. and the people were adamant that they won't leave. They tied up the boats and they said they're good. And they said, you want to see where we tie up the big boats? And we were like, sure, why not?
So people can imagine under the sea, Melissa on our way over the sun. You know, on a boat, you know, the marine or the mountains, them say safe. Yeah.
Hurricane. Tropical storm conditions are expected to spread over Jamaica today, and hurricane conditions are expected to begin tonight or early Tuesday. At 7 a.m., the center of Hurricane Melissa was located 220 kilometers or 135 miles southwest of Kingston and 104 miles or 200 kilometers south of Bluefields in Westmoreland. Melissa is moving towards the west near 6 kilometers per hour or just 3 miles per hour. That is very, very slow. A slow turn toward the northwest and north is expected today and tonight, followed by a northeastward acceleration beginning on Tuesday. On the 4th of Melissa is expected to move near or over Jamaica tonight and Tuesday. Maximum sustained winds are near 260 kilometers per hour or 160 miles per hour with higher gusts. Some additional strengthening is expected today with some fluctuations in the intensity likely before Melissa makes landfall. So if you see the wind that go down a little bit or the rain that go down a little bit, now but I think say she now but I come, I have heard countless stories of Gilbert and how them say them think the storm turned back and people gone to school, and that's when it came. So if you see fluctuations in the rain and the wind, don't think it's the hurricane is not coming. The Met Service is saying you should expect fluctuations in intensity before Melissa makes landfall. Hurricane force winds extend outward up to 45 kilometers or 30 miles from the center, and the tropical storm force winds extend 195 miles outwards from the center. All right, guys. Hurricane Melissa is expected to produce rainfall in amounts reaching 15 to 30 inches over parts of Jamaica in the next couple of days, especially over central and eastern parishes, with higher amounts over hilly terrain. Catastrophic flash floods and landslides are likely. Life-threatening storm surge. This is dangerous as well, guys. If you are near the sea, the storm surge is of extreme danger to you, because when the storm surge comes in, it comes very far inward. So guys, if you are near the sea, that means you are in a high-risk area and you need to evacuate. It says life-threatening storm surge accompanied by large and destructive waves is likely along the south coast of Jamaica tonight and on Tuesday, peaking at 9 to 13 feet above ground level, near and to the east of where the center of Melissa makes landfall. Of course, encouraging small craft operators, including fishers on the quays and banks, they are being strongly advised to remain in safe harbor until all warning messages have been lifted and the wind and sea conditions have returned to normal. The next bulletin we're expecting from the Met Service should come at 11 a.m. today.
Well, this is a very, this was not, I guess this was from 7 o'clock this morning, my viewers, but it's not going to change much, you know, so our preparation by now should have been completed, because there's no question that the winds are getting severely strong. Still would like to know what is happening in your areas, please.
Because at 3 different somebody he beat, 3 consecutive time. He beat Portia, he beat Why would I fear him? Because at 3 different somebody he beat, 3 consecutive time. He beat Portia, he beat Peter Phillips, and he come and beat Marke G. 3 different somebody. Would I fear him? We don't try to put all allegation on the man name and we can't get him down. Me tell you already, Uncle God can move Andrew, Uncle God can move Andrew. Andrew is the only prime minister I see take national platform and pray to the nation. Me never see none of you do that yet. So I want to beat him. You can't beat him because God no pour in oil in a dirty vessel. And he favored by God. You know so much prophecy, how much prophesied or prophecy. I don't even know what I'm prophesy for. But look here, me tell you, uno people who say uno serve God and God go no message 300. Me tell you something. Stop tell lie on God. Stop tell lie on God. God no know no. You don't need to reborn again and come back. And that's what.
Well, my viewers, I want to hear that because we know that all of the PMP followers, they really do not wish anything good for the Prime Minister. They always wish the worst for him. But we know that he is a man that have the love of his country at heart. Yes, we know that. So it doesn't really matter what people want to say. Who God bless? No man can curse.
Charlie, 51. Gilbert, 88. From 88 to 25, 37. Here. Ah, what is this? According to the spirit of the ancestors.
Jet out there now. Yeah, we jet out there, man. We are giving people them a fire. Yeah, man. And this is going out there, man. I give people them update a fire. No worry about the family. I give people them update. Definitely. Go on for the group. Check out, man. Check out. Can't be checked anytime. Go on for the group. Some people them have the family them ratify their safety now. Some people can't get nobody. Some people them can't get in people them they alright. Some of them they are buster. Some of them they are beer school. Some of them they are great tall house. Some of them they are clean cheese storage. Some of them they are clean cheese storage house. Some of them they are great on the big house over there stuff. Some they are peanuts, they are big house. All they are big house, they are full of people. Everybody have to go up in a one. So that's the latest update. What's a big house update? Robbie. Yes, Robbie have a big house now center to that full too. And the one across the road full too. We think of a Flex Night Club full too. Everywhere, all this building them a rocky, all of them full. That's the latest update. Definitely. That's the latest update. For the weather news. Yeah, man. The latest update. Clever, man. Top of the morning. Give thanks and praise unto the Almighty who rise us up this morning.
I got some very good advice and I'm sure that I shared with you. So for persons who have their motor vehicles and their homes insured, please go outside or go in your garage, take pictures of your motor vehicle, take pictures of your home, and also ensure that your pictures are date stamped. This is for insurance purposes, should in case any damages occur to your motor vehicle or your homes, right? We know how it can be with insurance. It's always easy to pay the money, but we have to be showing evidence and providing different artifacts when it is that we need to get a payout. So please, I got this advice and I thought it's very, very useful and I want to share it with you. So please go ahead and start taking those pictures or making those videos. I got some very good advice and I'm ensuring that I share it with you. So for persons who have their motor vehicles and their homes insured, please go outside or go in your garage, take pictures of your motor vehicle, take pictures of your home, and also ensure that your pictures are date stamped. This is for insurance purposes, should in case any damages occur to your motor vehicle or your homes, right? We know how it can be with insurance. It's always easy to pay the money, but we have to be showing evidence and providing different artifacts when it is that we need to get a payout. So please, I got this advice and I thought it's very, very useful and I want to share it with you. So please.
Yes, my viewers, that was indeed very good advice, because a lot of people, will have to maybe run away with a vehicle and these, essential and important things. So, for those of you who didn't hear it, surely you'd have heard that. And so for those of you who didn't know about that, this is a good piece of information that you could find very, very useful. Yes, because it's all about getting the as much information out, to the people so that they can make informed decisions.
Vincent, so how you doing? Hi, how you doing?
Good afternoon, Vincent. Let us continue until the light say no more.
Look, Steve, don't want to try to be a hero. If I would never do that. All right? What is going to be done? It will be done. All right.
Again, for those who are just joining us, the Prime Minister is in the area alongside the Sandy Jesus Christ, how do I flip this camera now? Alright guys, yeah, well, I'm trying to flip the camera around, but let's see how that's going now. Alright, here we go. I'm trying to see me.
Are you more video?
Oh, that's okay. Okay, apparently we're going to Spanish Town Road. This is the first time I'm hearing that, but I guess we will come along. I'm going inside the car now, so I'm going to mute for a second.
For those of who live in that area, find the Prime Minister down by Spanish Town. Food is there for you. Big things are going. My viewers and subscribers, Prime Minister is on the road. I reach out to the people and I bless them. Yes, this is very good. This is why it is important that in a time like this, my viewers, I think that the Lord put the right person in the job, because he's a person who is touched by, people's, he's a person who is relatable, and, he's a person who understands the needs of the people. Yes? So it is a good thing that, he's in for the third term in a time like this. Very, very important indeed. And of course, my viewers, you would have seen where all of the security measures and of course we have some insurance that we can call on in time of need. So indeed, my viewers, we are really is very happy to know that in spite of this disaster, we have somebody that is very much, understanding and who is sensible, whose head is screwed on properly on his body. Because now is not a time for a person who is always drinking. No, my viewers, because he's making it very clear that he will not drink. My viewers, so this is the time that you have a level-headed Prime Minister. So it's a very good thing, my viewers, that the Lord seek to put him back in the position for such a time as this. My viewers, what is your view on whatever is happening? I would still like to know, of course, you can send some message, tell me where you are and how things are in your area. Yes, very important, because, as you can hear outside, the wind are certainly picking up a notch, very strong. And I don't know how long, JPS will keep on, right? But, we hope it can keep on as long as possible so that we can, be informed about what is happening presently, We are excited, not excited about the storm, but we are excited to be alive. And, for those persons who are still there and hear them that they have to move, please move. Please go to the nearest shelter. Yes? Go to the nearest shelter. It is very, very important that you do that, because tonight it's going to be worse. Believe me. Tonight I will wash her, and on a who want to be trapped at night when light gone. Please, I beg you, please remove yourself from those areas where you know it's not safe. Now, but I hear two died already. We can't afford it anymore. because I believe that those two that died, my viewers, is because of recklessness. It's because they wait until the last moment and put themselves in a very dangerous position. And we do not want to lose any more persons in that unfortunate situation. So, we keep encouraging the people. Keep encouraging the people to vacate. Yes, vacate. Go to a shelter. As long as, go to a shelter. See, Prime Minister is on his way with food and such the like. So also look for a shelter. Because life is the most important thing that can't be replaced. Yes? When your house smash up, those things is going to be tough. You may get a social housing. Yes? But as I said before, there's no replacement for your life. Yes? No replacement for your life. Time is a bit chilly. They look like these flies they don't look one place. And I go pitch for me, but me and them will not have it at all. Me and them will not work out. My viewers and subscribers, it is a serious situation that faces us. Very serious.
Hear me, I say, Jamaica. I am not a meteorologist, so don't take my word for it still, because me not study the weather, But me, I watch the trajectory of this hurricane from it the way out there, so. As a matter of fact, I not sleep last night. But anyways, me I watch it from the way out here, so right? And then I say when it reach right there, so it gonna make a sudden right turn like a car and just crash turn in Jamaica. Crash turn in Jamaica, right? So right? First me I say, yo, how is that possible? It's a hurricane and just a turn like country like a I don't know, like a car at a drive. But anyways, I'm showing them second prediction. So this is their second prediction. I don't know if they have a third one yet, but I'm going to check still. But this is the second prediction that I saw last night. Well, early this morning at around 2 o'clock. Them say, hey, it a go turn and it reach right so and let's go to St. Elizabeth and mash up St. Anne and Montego Bay go feel it and them place there, It now but I turn through the center of Jamaica right out here. So and the reason why they come up with this prediction is because the hurricane keeps going westward. Right? It's on a trajectory westward.
And before I go further away with that, my viewers, please, if you are coming on, please to give the live a thumbs up, please. It is important. Please and thanks. And thank you for supporting the live so far. For those of you who have passed through, thank you. Thank you so much.
So them I try and make it turn. But I don't know why everybody predicts it going to turn in Jamaica. So let me show you the third one that I saw this morning. So this morning I turn on the TV. This is what I saw. The 27th of October, 8 o'clock in the morning. See there? Alright, and now me I make it up on my TV, a news station, see there? This is the trajectory that the storm is on. It keeps going westward. So why them I keep on and predict say it I go just turn in Jamaica and just come mash up the whole place like the high tide just comes up. Make a sudden turn right and just go north. Look how the thing just step on a nice little trajectory and its little way I go so. And everybody and them parents wanted to just turn in Jamaica. Like, I understand, so yo, you know, might want to prepare for it, but you not push too much fear in our people, man. But anyways, I'm not a meteorologist, so don't take my word for it still, but just telling you what me I observe. Hear me, I said.
As he says that he is not a meteorologist, and therefore you have to leave the science to those who know more than your brother.
Jamaica. I am not a...
I got some very good advice and
you have to leave it to the expert, brother. But we have to ensure that our people take the warning seriously and not be distracted by a person who doesn't know anything. Yes, and these are the issues that is facing us at this point, my viewers, because a lot of people out there is giving different ideas, predictions, and they are not the experts. We have to leave these things to the experts. We can have an idea in our full mind, but trained in that department. So you have to leave it to the person them who know it. Yes, we have to leave that to the people them who know it. And as it is right now, we are not we are not escaping at this point. So again, for the persons who are still there and not moving, and you know say your structure is not very good, please, another warning. It is still there, still bright enough to move. Yes, still bright enough to move, viewers. Please take the warning serious. Don't be distracted by people who's going to tell us things when they don't know. Yes, take the warning seriously. A word to the wise is always sufficient. Always sufficient.
Hear me, I say.
As the storm reaches us today, I encourage everyone, do not try any experiment. Do not try any experiment. Stay inside. Try to be as safe as possible. If you think that you are living in a flood-prone area, move to higher grounds early. Don't wait until the waters start rising, then you try to move, and then you get caught in problems. I say, please desist from trying any experiment. Desist from trying to cross any gullies. Desist from trying to cross any high waters. Don't do any experiment. Your life is more important than anything else, because once there's life, you will make it again. I said, if you end up unaliving yourself because you want to do an experiment, then the onus is on you. Be careful, be safe. This hurricane, as a matter of fact, is very serious and deadly, and as a result, don't end up being an hero. Do not end up being an hero. I say, be safe. Yes, in Jesus' name.
Amen.
As the storm reaches us today, I encourage.
I certainly second that, my viewers. But my viewers, I'm from morning. We have been having a fairly steady amount of wind, but thankfully we have been having much rains. The rain is very light rain. What is happening in your areas? I still would like to know. We know some no big blogger yet, but support is important. Yes, and the heart and the mind is in the right place. Yes, we really want to know what is happening and how things are in your area. So the Prime Minister is on the road.
Tell where you are.
Right, so we are on the Spanish Road Bridge at the Sandy Gun. At the Sandy Gun. So we're looking at some of the work that was done by the government. We're trying to open the channel to have a free flow of water coming down from the north. So we're just looking at the work that was done by the
widen the channel and get clear. And you've been some video circulating that it's not easy. And I can appreciate that. Clearly, if you look at this, you think it's not easy. But the issue is whether or not and you can see that they have to be but here the both of the what is very key.
So I'll be with you, my viewers, until maybe the light gone or something like this.
What I do know is that when the water comes down, the force is not here that is going to have a factor. And so it's clear here. But the force of the water
This is a natural channel, and we have to reach from the
That's normal. It's worse than that. It's worse than that. But I'm doing it here. No. Look. As I said, you want that side.
Let's hear you. You walk back to the premise.
So Norman said he's watching from Savlamar,
Yes.
Westmoreland.
Mm-hmm.
Right now it is raining, not windy as yet.
Yes.
This other person said, good job, my PM.
Oh yes, very good job, very good job, very excellent job.
The same person said, the person is Jamaica way will.
Mm-hmm.
The person put as their name.
Yeah.
And the person, the same person, they said, we hope for the best.
Oh yes, absolutely. Let us continue to see what the Prime Minister is doing. This is a man, remember my viewers, he was on the platform, he was in the trenches in the elections. Now you can see him in the trenches, my viewers, in the time when the people need him the most. And this is the best. This is good. The Prime Minister is not only a chatter, but a worker, my viewers. So let's continue to see what the Prime Minister is doing. I think that they put a pause on it a bit. As you can see, my viewers, that the Prime Minister is out in the storm trying to reach the people. I can't recall if any other Prime Minister have done this. I can't recall. If they can recall, they can let me know. But I'm not going to say, but I can't recall it. This Prime Minister is a Prime Minister where him know how to reach to his people. Him know how to reach his people. And you can see where the Prime Minister is busy, actively doing his civic duty. Mm-hmm.
it's important for me to do a survey of some points of the infrastructure. It's for flooding, collapse, or landslide. So we just looked at sections of a sandy gully, which could create problems if we get heavy waters coming through it. And there are many areas, right across Kingston, where gullies and drains are compromised. But the two areas that we have looked at that could be catastrophic would be what we've just looked at, which is the Spanish Town Bridge, the Spanish Town Road Bridge rather, that runs across the sandy gully. That is backed up with a lot of debris, but the NWA has cleared a pathway around the bridge and the approach to the bridge just to ensure that there is no water that is backed up and putting pressure on the bridge, because if that were to collapse, that's a major access to Kingston will be shut down. So I'm satisfied that they have done the clearing there and that they have created a channel that carries the water as close as possible to the mouth of the gully into the harbour. Then we looked at some areas in my constituency where both the invert and the walls have been compromised in a major way. Not just the invert, not just compromised, it is totally undermined. And if there is a heavy flow of water with any kind of force, it could have significant damage to all the houses and the roadway along the countryside. So we are noting these. There's not much we can do right now, but we are on alert if it requires emergency evacuation or some kind of other emergency. But right after the hurricane, we will have to treat with these as emergency, because the truth is that even after the hurricane, there is likely to be continued bad weather that could pose continued threats. We will move into action as quickly as possible after the hurricane. If we get an opportunity, because it's beginning to rain a bit more heavily now, if we get an opportunity to go anywhere else, we'll continue with the live. But until then, thank you for joining me, and I hope that you have received some information that's useful to you.
As my viewers, that was indeed the Prime Minister of Jamaica. And, what a time to be the Prime Minister. He managed the COVID pandemic very well indeed, viewers. And of course, we know that the COVID pandemic was nothing pretty. And we came through it. In over a year, we were nearly back to normal. Yes, of course. I think this would cause some more damage, because this will do a lot of damage to infrastructures and, of course, the crops and such forth. But, we are resilient people. We know how to bounce back. Yes, we are the people who is very strong. And in spite of this challenge that faces us, we shall overcome. We shall be victorious. We shall, we shall win. Yes, we might be losing at this point, but in life, this is how it is. A time that we gain and a time that we lost. And I think this may be the time for many of us, but we shall overcome. Yes, we shall overcome. No question about it, my viewers. We shall overcome.
Oh my God. How we going near it?
Tell me which time in the history of Jamaica you have heard that a hurricane is coming and the government can allocate $200 million before the hurricane gets here, the natural disaster gets here. Before. And when the opposition MP bawl out, say it's not enough, they increase it to 400 million before the natural disaster reach us. Remember, afterwards, a lot of infrastructural damage is going to be there. But where in the history of this country, that can name to supper and the Labour Party. And the Andrew Jones that can never name with supper. And the PNP, yes.
Yes, ma'am, you heard that. And you know, I couldn't agree with her more.
Tell me.
Couldn't agree with I couldn't agree with her more.
History of Jamaica.
She's absolutely
You
spot
have
on.
heard that a hurricane is
Spot
coming.
on.
And the
Let's hear her
government
again.
can allocate $200 million before the hurricane gets here, the natural disaster gets here. Before. And when the opposition MP bawl out, say it's not enough, they increase it to 400 million before the natural disaster reach us. Remember, afterwards, a lot of infrastructural damage is going to be there. But where in the history of this country, that can name to supper and the Labour Party, and the Andrew Jones that can never name to supper, and the PNP, yes.
Well said indeed. Well said. She couldn't have said it better.
Pete, photojournalist, Jared, behind the camera, meteorologist. We are making the move. We've got all of our gear packed up. We have our security team that's going to come with us. We are moving to the north shores of Jamaica because of the track of this system. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. Be safe. Be safe. We are making the move because Hurricane Melissa is moving so far to the west, and then it will trek and make a landfall, historic landfall, and then cut across the island. Here's the thing. Kingston's going to have incredible flooding, but the wind field will not be as significant, thank God. But where we head up the interstate into the Montego Bay area to the east will likely have strong major hurricane force winds. The landfall, completely unsafe. We do not want to be on that southern shore, and that may be unsurvivable. We just got word that Hurricane Hunter had to abort their mission, unfortunately, because of the fact that the winds were so turbulent. So we're getting all of our stuff. We're going to pack it up into our rental vehicle and go scout out locations and find a safe, fortified place to put ourselves up into the north with all this gear. We don't have a lot of time. We're going to lose daylight, and all these impacts will begin later overnight and a landfall tomorrow morning. Jamaica braces as we do as well. And unfortunately, all of this is just so fluid. What a system. What an incredible ride. This is going to be, our safety is our number one goal here. As we have another vehicle with the security team over there, we expect this to be a humanitarian crisis. Unfortunately, a lot of fluidity right now, a lot of nerves, and the logistics are unbelievable. Government is preparing. We are preparing. 3 million residents, 1 million here in Kingston. Thank you. I appreciate it. We're all working together. Jared, I'm going to put your bag in. Godspeed, Jamaica, and to everyone who is going to endure Hurricane Melissa. History will be made. Be well. I'm Robert Ray, Foxway.
Yes, my viewers, you are hearing there from the people, them where a lot of our vloggers out here saying that they're oh my God. But my viewers, you know, it's not going to be a very easy time for us, but as I said before, we will fight back, we will recover. Yes. Still hoping for, you know, a last minute you know, spear. But as things are at this present time, my viewers, you know, it's just a very difficult situation for us. But we will overcome.
I realize, you know,
People, the only good thing I see. Well, me not understand is this a little blood clot, free tool there where them a give it. Everything else a fuckery. And this time when them a try bill for come give it a fuckery. Because I'm not going to understand. And the building at the storm, yeah. Because enough people are laugh and I go like them a idiot. And I go like say you a fuckery man. I tell them, I'm not going to understand this. Them have a way. You see when rain take too long to fall, them have a style, them fire things up in the cloud, bust the cloud and I saw them get rain. But you see sometimes when them do it, them cannot control it because them ramp with Father God thing. Them can't control it, so the rainfall uncontrollable. That's why them tell us to prepare for flood and prepare for this and that. Normally I get time in a year people I tell about people, them tell us I get a lot of water and thing, but them tell about beer flood because what? Them know what them do, it will cost whole heap of water and them cannot control it. When the clouds open up and the rain start fall, them know them not control over that. The water now stop pour. You see me? So what?
So here again, my viewers, is another conspiracy theorist who is already, I mean, we have been getting so much rain over the last few weeks. I don't know why anybody who would want to send extra rain on us at this point. I don't know. What is your view? What is your view, my viewers? What is your view? Because there are a lot of conspiracy theorists out there who have a lot of things to, say what our cost this time and what is, everybody, a lot of people have a lot of different views on that. My viewers, a lot of people have different views on that. But, in times, we have hurricane last year and we have hurricane before, so I don't see anything different about this, but
The breeze cut now and then here comes the rain.
So I heard about Montego Bay. I don't know if any Montego Bay, if anyone who is watching from Montego Bay and the live, you can send us a message. Tell us what is happening. What is happening in your area? What is happening? We would like to know.
Manchester.
Me right my name. Come see them after I stand one back everything. Hey, Marsha, it's not up in the name of Jesus. I will stand up there so. Me right my name for my sin killer can nobody not come see them after I stand one back everything. Hey, Marsha, it's not up in the name of Jesus. I will stand up there so. Me right my name for my sin killer can nobody not come see them after I stand one back everything. Hey, Marsha, it's not up in the name of Jesus. I will stand up there so. Me right my name for my sin killer can nobody.
Maybe I'll tell you. I'm telling you that all people is not easy, we're not sample. We are, Jamaican people, my viewers, we are something else. We take everything, make joke. Trust me, my viewers, we're not normal. We find everything. And perhaps that's why, we are how we are. Because even when things is staring us in our faces, we still find something to smile about. Amazing.
The shuttle. The shelters, rather. So, yes, all shelters right across Poland there are active. However, from the information I've gathered, you will still need to take at least 7 days of whatever personal item you need, clothing or whatever, and for female, whatever you might need. In the case of whatever, I won't say that obvious, but when I say 7 days, it means that the hurricane may make landfall Tuesday, and it will be here maybe for 4 days, like in terms of constant rainfall and a lot of wind. So Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So Saturday thereabout, it might pass over the country, and you'll need, they say, 3 days after the hurricane items, just to say. So yes, indeed, from information gathered from the coordinator at the parish council. She's in charge of all the disaster preparedness for the parish. That's Miss Denise Lewis. She's the coordinator. She had confirmed that meals will be provided. So probably 2 meals per day, but what you won't have is a 5-star treatment in terms of you getting all your needs and all your heart desire. If that's the case, and you can bring extra items with you, like probably more water for yourself, some snacks, or whatever treat you might feel like you have at home, but because you are living in a flood-prone area, you can take those with you also. They are just there to comfort you in terms of having shelter, and most likely generators would be on these locations, so they'll be probably light. If that's not the case, just know that you're there to ensure that your life is still intact and that you're not in a flood-prone area where it is a 90-10% chance that you survive, because there will be no one coming out to rescue you when this thing starts. Because, to be honest, it wouldn't be fair, man. Somebody leave their home to come and rescue you after you were gone numerous times to leave these areas. But I know everybody is accustomed to the previous member of parliament, which is also my boss, being here and everywhere and making certain type of preparation, starting off shooting packages and doing this and doing that. Listen, you can't expect the same thing from everybody. So what I'll say to you is that put your trust in God.
Well, my viewers, this is a gentleman that is from Portland, and I am sure now that the people of Portland, these people, my viewers, who are now going to be going to the shelter, now they would miss Mama, because I don't think ISAT is going to be as caring as she was, my viewers. Now is the time that they would really need a Mama Anne-Marie, but the PMP what them decide said no more Mama Anne-Marie. They want Daddy Isaac.
Figure things on yourself. Do not look to anybody at this time for any little thing. Like, don't believe that because someone has been elected to this particular portfolio that they will complete the task they have to do. Not everybody is of the same mindset and love people the same. Some people may just be there for the hype, while some leads from the heart. Remember, beautiful speaking can't prepare you for hurricane. It's your action that do that. So anyhow, quickly, take good care of yourself. After this, go and see everybody. The PNP them, the JLP them, and the no P ones all out. After everything, we will go back to doing what we're doing. Make it nice. You show your orange cloth, I show my green cloth, and we still complete our task of whipping you on the poles for a fourth term again. But however, at this time, let us unite, let us be a brother keeper, and be truthful in all that we do. Don't watch those that are going around from parish to parish, talking about they are from this page or that page. Those pages are actually fake, and they are also the assistant of the member of parliament who know. So for me, it is the first hurricane that I'm this dry, but the only thing I miss is going around and hearing the voice, my East Portland family, and you know what comes after that. So take care of yourself, big up, much love, and as much as possible as I get information, I will pass them on, I'll be posting them, and I'll be doing as much as possible live to ensure that the information, the accurate information is given to everybody. So remember now, my member of parliament was not elected, so there are some information that I might not be privy to, but I'll do my best to get whatever information I can. So if others are missing in action, it is not my fault. So don't call or message me asking where such man, because that, I won't know. But take care of yourself and let us ride out our storm. Trust in God. So
yes, my viewers, so that was indeed I don't know if he was a shelter, is a person, well, he was certainly Anne-Marie's, person that was Anne-Marie put in charge. But clearly now, she's not there, so I don't know how that works, but, we have to live, we have to go on, in spite of what happened.
Evan Thompson, they tell us saying what help? We did telling us that we don't trust Evan Thompson. Take on the rest and go back out the yard. Go on out the yard. You ever see when hurricane are mashed down? The house them want to make over foreign without filling the black hole them. You don't ever see Evan Thompson and the rest of them jump gone over there? We don't come out here for bring fear in the Jamaican people. We don't could talk, we don't could preach. Anything where Evan Thompson say, which is the head of the med service in Jamaica, and that's where I work with. We don't need fear not from you. So I don't know if I want a friend them are foreign on a report too, because we could easily stay over there and use a satellite image. You want to come out here for? It is such a disaster that's gonna take place on the island. So what the frig gonna do here? I saw you love disaster because the airport locks, so how no go home. One understand I make no damn sense, You understand? You don't need to hype up the something because we're not listening to no. We're not listening to no. We don't listen to nobody. That is the first thing. And the only person we ever listen to is Evan Thompson. So you could have come out here, you could have video. What not do here? We must get off of the island. So what would you come here if we get off of the island? What not gonna do the island when we're gone? Una sister, una really make no sense. Una come here from before the storm become a hurricane. Oh, una so sure it going to become such a catastrophic hurricane and going mash up. One we could never got Dominican Republic. One could never got Haiti. I just Jamaica wanna come meanwhile to mash up all over there, so. I was a special boy. We don't need no down here. We don't need no down here. When we come over there fast now, no business, no vex. We don't need no down here. We could report on a report. Like how we always do. Turn on the yard and report. Because this one what our boss say, we must come out for the island. Where we go? Up at your yard? Up at your girlfriend house? What? You have some penthouse put on? See we? What? I want to just drive fear and other people. Oh, the Jamaican people need to get off the island. It's going to be catastrophic. Your ass. Yeah, we leave. When it's catastrophic over there, mash down on the house. Unless, did leave on the country go anywhere? Don't come drive no fear in the Jamaican people. You understand? We know what is a hurricane. And we go, whether or not we talk and drive fear, we're going to either prepare or we not go prepare. It's as simple as that. We don't need for come drive fear because we're not doing a good job. I don't know if you think we're not doing a good job, we're not doing a friggin' good job. Drive fear in the Jamaican people. We don't need that from we can drive fear in ourselves. And as you can see, we're not real. Jamaica is not a real place. I want to take nothing serious. So guess what? Go on, I'm going to drive fear in our people them over there and whatever. Yeah. Boss say, we have a coming in country. It rise up the price of the visa them are sitting. When we come over there can work. So when we come out here come for bada with her. We out here, we applying yam, low way. The American reporters then will come out here.
Yes, my people, we're gonna hear that from that lady. She she's tied up the American journalists them. We're out here to report on this time. What do you think about what she says, my viewers? What do you think about her view? Because, well, I don't know, but I never hear them say we must leave the island because they couldn't tell me that. Because, it makes sense that we all leave the island for them go take it. So I never hear that part there. But me now say they didn't say it, but I never hear that part of it. So I don't know, everyone has subscribers. But,
Eat from CBS.
Such is life.
Done, I say, go give thanks to life, man. Yeah.
Listen, the storm a come. Keep safe and stay at your blood clot yard. Me don't talk. Listen, the storm a come.
I wouldn't say it like how him say it, but I guess some of us have to hear it that way. Because some of our people are very stubborn, my viewers, because when I went on the road this morning, not because I want to be out there, but to me want to do a little video, I see several people on the street, and really, they should not have been there. Some of them have no reason to be there, my viewers, but our people are just extreme and would like to, take everything for granted. We're not serious about things.
With a high death toll, Jamaica.
So just an update. Melissa is now a Category 5 hurricane. She's still projected to make landfall, so she is projected to hit us directly. We're looking for conditions to worsen today into tomorrow. So again, we're looking at catastrophic flash flooding. We're looking at landslides. We're looking at widespread infrastructural damage across the entire country. This is not looking good for us at all. So just an update. Melissa is now a Category 5 hurricane. She's still projected to make landfall, so she...
Yeah. When we wake up at 9,000 birds, me see a fly and go up Portland Hill. The bird never show me sign.
Are you leaving?
Yeah!
Where are you going?
I grown. Me I got Portland Hill way bird in the too.
So I get some food that you can see. Banana and whatever make you can see me have a little room here to warm up your body.
We are here at Rocky Point in the parish of Clarendon, and it really is a sobering scene here as residents try to secure property as well as some of their boats as they anticipate the arrival.
Well, hold on. All right, yes, we can go ahead now.
Miss Cooper.
Yes.
She said, thanks. She said, hi everyone, keep safe. And Vincent said, well said, lady, PM whistle.
Yes, ma'am.
You hear what he said?
Yes, ma'am, I heard that. Thank you.
Of Hurricane Melissa.
Well, me just leave me out so me I go look at the boat, and when I come, oh my God, this man behind me, Jogi, Angie, son, bag about 13 away, 17 boat we all up. A man where I drop the boat said 25,000. We just move the boat from there to put it there, we could not afford it. So we have to get help one another and a job. But we know it's a serious storm this gonna affect Rocky Point. I know it.
How did Beryl affect you last year?
I'll know me not recover it yet. I'll know. It's just like about 9 months now. Me put on my house stop. Furniture them gone. I don't, but me know me I work with it till better. But now it gonna affect me more.
Me no do this is not all about house, you know, sir. This is all about life.
Good argument.
No house business like this, sir.
Good argument.
This is all about life.
Yeah.
So that's why you see me go gather up my stuff them.
Mm-hmm.
What about family and friends here? Is everyone cooperating?
Yes, we are going good. We are going good because see that at 19 boat we all up for man and now we dry up in no chapter nothing. Now we dry up in man's strength. We use to dry up it.
The Jamaica Urban Transit Company has sent transportation for the residents of the area, and some are refusing to go.
Mr. Pernell, and he said he's sending a bus by 1-2 o'clock for all the disabled people, the old people them, and parents with single mothers with lots of kids. He come last night and give away a phone card, and give away chapalin, and he have lots of mattress and package to give away, and everybody refused to go. They're not leaving their home. He can do more.
Please, mommy, please, pack up the necessary things and come. Let's go. Where are we gonna go? Close the shop and come.
But yes, so some of them are so stubborn, they don't want to go. It's just like when no one want, and I tell them to leave, and they're not leaving. Because me feel the blunt at 2 hurricane. I was homeless for 5 months and 3 days. I know what it is. We don't take warning, see him lightly.
But other persons have ulterior motives because you know at that time them loot and all them something. But I am appealing to those persons, please to go to the shelter that the government assigned for you to go. Higher ground, they said go to very technical with a little distance from here and it is more safer, and person it still don't want to move.
Why do you think it's safer to stay than to go?
You know, we have to here to watch the boat, guys. Remember, the boat is there to travel on the water.
Yes, we can't run left the boat then. We can't run left the boat because you know, it's a boat that's what safe with anything. You know, we have to stay close to the boat then. We can't run, we can't have to run, come back. You see me?
None of them. Make sure me tell them so they can't tell them. The same structure I'm Vicky, I don't say I'm vulnerable. None of them can tell me you lose house.
This man when me wake up at 9,000 birds, me see a fly, I go up a Portland Hill. The bird them a show me.
Jamaican people, my viewers, we are something else, man. Can't tell you. No, my viewers, if this storm is so, according to what the forecasters are saying, that the wave height is going to be very high. If those boats are going to be, and I hope that the boat them spared, absolutely. But if the boat them, my viewers, cannot manage the wave them, can these men manage them? You know, we hope that how they secure it is well secured. You know, we really is hoping for the best. We're really hoping, you know, for the best for our people, and we hope that their livelihood would have been, you know, secured. It's very important, very important. But if trouble come, we can't escape at all. Both of us stay, we have secure our life. But my viewers, our government is trying their best. As you are heard there, my viewers, Mr. Charles, you know, is giving a lot of support to the people. So I don't know what more we can do.
Are you leaving?
Yeah. You do not have to have a lot of following to get monetized on TikTok again.
Blood sacrifice.
So guys, this is Roselle C in St. Thomas, right? And it started to come over the road already. Even though you see the current come up, have I seen one? Look on it. Strong. See, start come over the road. This is no joke thing. Look at the waves. No, I'm gonna see what going on, what going on right now. This is no joke thing. No joke thing. See that? No joke thing. Just look what going on. Some big stone out there, I see that now. If you come up with some dirt and something. Look over this one, guys. Look. What is going on? Look how the winner got. Look how this here got. Look. Sea level no rise, guys. Look what is going on. And it can come over the road if you can't wait this up. You see, say it can come over the road. Right, we have to pray for mercy. Thank God for mercy right now because there's nothing nice going on right here. Are the current and the strength of the sea. Look at me. You hear the stone there? Yeah, so guys, this is Roselle C.
Yes, my viewers, things are heating up. Things are indeed heating up. Heating up. Things are.
That's what this stuff got crazy. You have guys got the longer hurricane Melissa takes to come.
The longer Hurricane Melissa takes to come to Jamaica is the more stuff that I get, because to be honest, at this point, I am becoming anxious. So this time I headed to Shago Plaza in Mandeville, that is on Wesley Road. I heard that they had solar lights and I went and got one for myself. They had a lot of cool gadgets like portable AC units and fans. But the reason I chose to get this solar light / charger is because when the storm does come, I know that we're probably going to be out of power for a while, and as long as I have sun after the storm, I'll be able to charge my gadgets. So this specific one comes with a light at the back. It also comes with charging cables, and it comes with a small portable light.
I don't know. But my viewers, if you want that, or you couldn't get it at this point, because nowhere is open. In our country at the moment, everywhere is under lockdown.
You actually plug into the
so that now really help us at this present time.
$500 in total, and it also comes with a Bluetooth.
Yes, current situation today.
Black River area, that is where the highest likelihood of storm surge is at this point, based on the current projection of the track. The center should be just west of there, and therefore they would have the greatest likelihood of experiencing higher storm surges, getting up to like 16 feet. That's a possibility, or 14 feet, I should say, in that area. The Black River area, that is where the highest likelihood of storm surge is at this point, based on the current projection of the track. The center should be just west of there, and therefore they would have the greatest likelihood of experiencing higher storm surges, getting up to like 16 feet. That's a possibility, or 14 feet, I should say, in that area. The Black River area, that is.
My viewers, that doesn't sound good at all. You know? That not sound good, none at all. I mean, you can imagine 14 feet. My God, that is high wave heights, my viewers, very high. So we hope, we hope there are no curious Jamaicans, because we can recall, my viewers, in Gilbert, a lot of people lose their life because of curiosity. There was a famous saying, my viewers, what curiosity unalive. So we can't take it serious, we can't take it lightly. And if many of us have a tendency to want to go out, to go see, go on and see. I encourage everyone not to venture out at this point. If you don't look at nothing, turn out the yard. Yes? Stay at home. Don't go try, if you go venture. If you go say you want to be curious. When I went on the road earlier, this morning, my viewers, really, I was there, and of course the wind was a bit up. And I was very mindful that, a sign could actually fly off and hit me. So I go earlier and come back very quick, because I will not be taking, any undue risk with my life. I only have one. I don't have a spare. So for those who believe they have a spare, they can go and risk it. But I know that I don't have a spare.
So we are the highest likely.
Yes, my viewers. So we are going to be closing soon, because so that I can get the phone charged. When the light gone, we have something to go and use. But my viewers, let's hear a little bit more before I go.
No, have a point on the picture of the quarter. No, what's going on? If the rain comes from the rain shall coming off of the sea, don't it? Careful! No, the rain will come off of the hill. Yeah. And John the biggest street. This makes Jamaica look at them, the Dutchess teach of them. We have the Dutchess politicians them. We have the Dutchess liars. Because guess what? We can't say police and just no police and take liars. So all of the police yeah. So people, no look for police, not just teachers, not just liars, and the judge's politician and the judge's prime minister ever I say. No. Jamaica just discovered over 5 billion barrels of oil. We just discovered we have the most coal and copper. And the me says so, and the TV says so. So that's what I see them, the worship of circle. And the circle Jamaica now. So them police them say don't eat no station food. Anja once get 200 robots the other day. The robot number one side up. Ask any politician they get 200 robots. Whatever do 200 robots in Jamaica? 500,000 drone. Or 500 blood clot thousand drone they do that. So, and then all of the police who take the vaccine, they're going to turn up the 5G for the one who take the vaccine, kill them. So, if you take the vaccine, make sure you're going to pay and get you pay flush it out. So people,
it is evident, my viewers, that L.A. Lewis, I think L.A. could have, it's a storm not coming, my viewers. And I figure more or less that L.A. must stay there, don't leave. Stay right there, L.A. Don't leave him there, because you're going to find out I was 7, y'all see. So you don't live there because you only run off your boat, you know, because you chat a bag of crap. Yeah? So you can stay right there. Stay up on the sea, LA, because you said no storm not coming. Stay right there, and then you realize what number I'm going to have you. I know it's not number 1. It's going to be number 3. Lord, this guy is something else, my viewers. L.A. Lewis is something else. You can't take him seriously.
I'm going to have the armband for match 2. As we continue to track Melissa and cover the entire island, Nika, we have Akeem Orrit in Clarendon, who is going to be providing us with the latest from that particular parish.
Good morning. Thank you so much from studio. Now, I'm here in Maple Clarendon, where it has been raining since morning. We're getting strong gusts of winds, especially those in the low-lying areas. We saw where the water is coming in. You know, houses are already flooding out, especially those in Portland Cottage, Rocky Point, and the surrounding areas. Now, emergency responders, they are evacuating persons from those communities and putting them in the very technical shelter. That's the main emergency shelter for Southeast Clarendon, where Minister Pernell Charles Jr. is the Minister for Labour and Social Security and also the MP for Southeastern Clarendon. He's assisting persons in moving them to those shelters. Now, I'll be in Rocky Point and Kempshill for the rest of the day, so I'll bring you live updates as the day progresses. Reporting from Maple Clarendon, I'm Akeem Orrit for CBM News. It's back to you in studio.
Akeem out there in Clarendon, but we have... As we continue to track Melissa and cover the entire island, Nika.
My viewers, you see how Clarendon people stay? Lucky then lucky, sad day, and it's not night, because they were warned to leave. Then get the warning, but then lucky, so they never get the warning because they were warned to leave. But you know, everybody thinks that, you know, my viewers, look here, more to tell me, if you is a person who are in the central service, a fire personnel especially, or a police, yes, and these people get the warning to leave. Would any of you risk your life to go and save them? I want to drop some comments on that in the comment section, please. Because I could not do it. Before that, me resign, same time. I am not going to put my life at risk for no stubborn people. Because them get the warning and say leave. And see that in idea, my viewers then start experience flooding already. Yes, and the realness of the storm not come yet. Yes, so I hope that the one them who left may follow suit and go in that bus, because I would not risk my life for anybody who's stubborn. As long as they hear say if you move and they refuse to, then dip on your own. Dip on your own, my viewers.
We have Akeem Orrit in Clarendon, who is going to be providing us with the latest from that particular parish.
Good morning. Thank you so much from studio. Now, I'm here in Mapen, Clarendon, where it has been raining since morning. We're getting strong gusts of winds, especially those in the low-lying areas. We saw where the water is coming in. You know, houses are already flooding out, especially those in Portland Cottage, Rocky Point, and the surrounding areas. Now, emergency responders, they are evacuating persons from those communities and putting them in the very technical shelter. That's the main emergency shelter for Southeast Clarendon, where Minister Pernell Charles Jr. is the Minister for Labour and Social Security and also the MP for Southeastern Clarendon. He's assisting persons in moving them to those shelters. Now, I'll be in Rocky.
Well, my viewers, want to hear it that, you know, the people of Clarendon, especially those areas, my viewers, are already start to experience flooding. And I'm really, really fortunate Saturday and that night. Very fortunate indeed. These people are not serious and they keep wanting people to put their life at risk to rescue them. And I don't think it's fair. It's not fair. I know more time you have the things that you don't want to believe, but it's rough. It is rough, my viewers. Rough. According to dog, it's rough. But to risk your life for somebody who hell bent said them not moving, I would not do it. So they can't tell me if who don't play hero, but me not playing on. I would not be playing any hero, my viewers, because we have seen how terrible the situation is at this point. So I don't see why I would want to put my life at risk just to help somebody who is stubborn.
Me never ever feel so afraid. Why Fox News people them so extra? Why Fox News people them come out here and try to drive fear in our people them?
I tell you no people. Every time I come in on my bum buckle at farm, something gone. Every time I come in on my farm.
I'm saying no to ulcers, right? It helps to deep something wrong.
I say Fox News, fly down, Mr. There Kingston, because report man, this a star.
Everybody's talking about it.
And I myself and I say, I want listen people here. No, something we know, because the commissioner star I come to you, I never see Fox News fly down.
But this is not strange though, my view, because I can recall that if my for those of us who were not who are not so young, if my memory serves me correct, I think they were here for Gilbert. I don't know if it was Fox News, but I am if my memory serves me right, I think a few of the international media, they were here for Gilbert. Because my viewers, let us face it. I remember when it comes on to weather, many times you find out that these people go in the eyes. I don't know why they would do it, but it's not really a strange practice, because I see many times when we used to watch weather, they go into the places where say it's going to be hardest hit, yes, and they will report from there. It's not really a strange occurrence. I have seen it many times before, but I don't know why some of our people believe that something extra wrong with it. But only can jump on one comment on it. But as for me, I have seen it. Not of recent, but I have seen it.
Out.
Again and again and again and again.
Peer passa. I don't believe I joke. I don't think I joke, me. I make a peer passa, peer casa. But we say what? And more information come out again. People look at this picture. Yeah. Everybody did have it said time it was a man.
Oh well, I would maybe not even have one of my views. Not in that. It's all about the hurricane today.
I work with anybody where I work with. Actually, I work with anybody where I work with. You hear that?
It's all about the hurricane.
The young girl name. When you get this time, young girl name, when you get young.
TikTok live. It's more important than the wire I know. You see Andre face man me apart and see. I see for them. See that one wire here. Tell me please. Tell her. The man just kick out the wire and me say, how much you want to tell us what message?
Yeah, good people out there. And everyone.
So guys, we're cutting down the tree, as you can see. It's almost down. And we got a Jamaican monkey in the tree.
We're risking it, bro.
That's how we live on 9 mile.
TikTok live. It's more important than the wire I know. You see Andre face man me apart and see. I see for them. See that one wire here. Tell me please. Tell her. The man just kick out the wire and me say, how much you want to tell us what message?
Yeah, good people out there. And everyone.
So guys, we're cutting down the tree, as you can see. It's almost down. And we got a Jamaican monkey in the tree.
We're risking it, bro. We're risking it.
That's a modern day monkey.
Yeah, nigga. You can't come down now?
Yeah. You want to see him?
Work the climb.
Yeah, tell him saying to cut down the tree them up there so to cause the internet. Why you would get busted up by anyone else?
Work.
Right up. And I drive now.
Oh, you want to put down already?
You can't pull down the tree by yourself.
Oh, you get the man pull it down here. Spend when man trunk like a lion. It's all chop, it's all cut off. You just have to pull it. Just start.
Tiger wheel. No, you know something about tiger?
Tiger? Like lion and tiger? Yeah. You see through the tree tall, me I get the elevation half height, you know.
Yeah, so up I top of the drive down, you know. Yeah.
Then they can pull out. Can go and chop, you know? Can go and chop? Alright. You know have to type on the tree again.
Maybe our people are innovative, and of course, you see they're trying to protect their internet service. I mean, they really don't want to lose it at all as far as the tree is concerned. So I guess they think that it's the best way to preserve it. But we hope that this hurricane will not do more damage than it is expected.
Early in the morning tracking this. I'll have continued updates for you throughout the day. If you subscribe, you'll get those updates first. You'll get those notifications. So thank you for being part of this weather community. All right, watching this. Here is Melissa. Now, what's happening overnight, what I've been watching, that westerly movement we've seen. And we talked about this several days ago, kind of waiting to see how far it goes west, when it makes that turn. So now I'm able to really fine tune even more of the impacts. I've put some down a little bit in our western zones, down a little bit in our eastern zones, higher in some of our western zones. I want to break it down area by area. We're going to zoom right down into Jamaica in this video. We'll take a look down the road. I want to show you the impacts of the potential of a major hurricane in eastern Cuba, where we need to prepare for hurricane impacts in parts of the Bahamas, and watching the Turks and Caicos, and more rain pushing in to parts of Haiti. Now, it's still...
And by the way, my viewers, is anybody, I heard from, I think Westmoreland, is there any other parish experiencing any serious condition. We have heard about Clarendon, and my viewers, you can hear outside my door, the wind is very heavy at this point. So I'm going to be closing this live at a very in short order. Yes, I mean, I want to if you cut off phone like that, but the wind is certainly picking up. There was an island tree, my viewers, that I have here, and I'm sure by now it is flat. This breeze is very strong, and it will create a lot of damage.
Generally moving to the west, but if you put a line on this, it is starting to gain latitude. By that I mean it's moving a little bit now more north than west as a whole, so it's starting to take its turn. Another sign we're starting to see it taking its turn is it's slowing down. It's moving to the west at 6 kilometers an hour, 3 miles per hour. So as they start to turn, they really slow, but it could move a little bit more to the west. But you almost see in that last frame just starting to take a hint of more of that northerly turn. But this core here, this white shading we're seeing here, that's where we have the catastrophic rain and, again, the winds that are going to be coming our way. All of Jamaica, we're going to see impacts. We're going to see significant impacts. That's why we've been making those preparations. Of course, the time frame for all of this has slowed a little bit, no doubt, because of how this has moved to the west. But there's a front up here. There's a front moving through the southeast United States. That is the one that is now starting to kind of impact this and make it turn. That's why there's reasoning for that. So it's not going to keep shooting off to the west, but at least temporarily a little bit to the west. But we're seeing signs of that curve now. And then eventually, as we work our way really into late today, it just gets worse. And then tonight, it moves in with a landfall late tonight, early tomorrow, right into Jamaica. I'll zoom down for us in that. And then it will be lifting its way tomorrow night into eastern Cuba, right up through Guantanamo Bay, and then lifting its way up. Could be close to Long Island, a little bit more Crooked Island, watching the Bahamas carefully. We'll talk about the winds in the Turks and Caicos, and of course, the additional rain, especially for the peninsula of Haiti. I'll cover all of that. I'm doing my best not to leave anyone out, to answer all of your questions in these videos. So again, thank you for being a part of this channel. Now, as we look at what's going on right now, of course, the red, we have the hurricane warnings out. It is a Category 5 hurricane at this point. It'll fluctuate. Category 5 hurricanes, sometimes the eye kind of collapses and then rebuilds. They're kind of breathing. They're so big. They're so strong that they have fluctuations. It will make landfall as a Category 4, Category 5. Winds right now, 160 miles per hour or 260 kilometers an hour. Right in the core of this, the pressure has dropped. Again, yesterday, the pressure was, I'm just trying to remember, I did a lot of videos. It was 946 at one point, went down to 941. When pressure drops, all you need to know is it's strengthening. The pressure this morning is down to 917. That is alarming, and that's why this is now a Category 5 hurricane. It is sitting 205 kilometers to the south-southwest of Kingston, or 130 miles to the south-southwest of Kingston at this point. All right, taking a look at the winds, and with this, we need to shelter in place throughout the day. Again, we're not going to have, this is 11 this morning. You know me, I always keep it in perspective. We're not going to have a lot of wind in our northern sections. We're still in that pattern where some of us are saying, hey, what storm? Where is this thing? Well, here it is, and it will start to come as we hit about midday today. You see some of the winds that will start to clip our southern coast of about 70 miles per hour. I have 70 miles, or I have miles per hour and kilometers an hour on your screen to give you a good feel. But here is the core of it right here. So the southern coast first, we get the impacts, and then we start to see it really working in for tonight. And this is overnight tonight. You can see by the time we hit 2 in the morning, this is where the dangerous core of this is going to be, anywhere really right in through here. And here's the center of this. It looks like it'll try to make landfall tomorrow morning, 4, 5, 6, 7 o'clock, Black River, Treasure Beach, somewhere in there. And that means the core of this is sitting here. Kingston, I still have some question marks. I want to talk about that. Kingston off toward the east. I'm going to highlight that. But here's the center of this thing. Dangerous wind. winds. You see some of these yellows popping up here. There will be some greens. This model is not kind of feeling that it is a category 5. I don't just look at the models. The model's a little bit underdone. The winds are going to be even stronger. We know that. We see that now on the satellite. And then you can see here, lifting to the north, still by 2 p.m. tomorrow, north coast as it pulls away, seeing some hurricane conditions, and then eventually getting out of here. So again, it's a slow go right now. It's going to get worse. The high impacts tonight, right? The landfall by early tomorrow morning, still high impacts through the first half of tomorrow, and then improving as it leaves. We need an end in sight. This will work its way away as we work our way late into our Tuesday, late tomorrow. So we're in that window now. We want to be in our safe place. Be where you need to be with the storm. Again, some of us, and I've been talking with so many of our folks, so many of my friends across Jamaica. There's not a lot in some spots now, but as these rain bands work in, especially in our southern zones, that's where we're going to get the tropical storm impacts first, and then the hurricane impacts for tonight. So you see here, this is 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. 5 p.m. today, the center's still here, but then we get some of the heavy rain moving in. This is the rain that could give us those catastrophic amounts of rain, 500 plus millimeters of rain. Here's the center of this, and you can even see all of us dealing with the heavy rain in this red shading here. Very dangerous winds, especially in the core of this. That's what I want to zoom down to, kind of where the core of the extreme winds will go. I'll show you some maps on that. I'm trying to get as specific as I can for you. I'm giving you everything I've got with this system. Black River back through Treasure Beach. Somewhere in here, we're looking at the landfall. In this core, very dangerous winds. Spanish Town, St. Anne's, Falmouth, back through Montego Bay, swinging down to the south, right? And then lifting up to the north, we'll see that surge of Milk River back through Black River, and then the center of this by tomorrow morning, still along our north coast, and with that, those dangerous winds still around it. In the rain, mudslides, a high likelihood. We know that. We've been talking about that together. We've been preparing for that, and then it starts to move away, but still our northeast coast, which may not get a lot initially, kind of on the back side of it as it pulls away because it's going to curve. We could get some actually the heaviest weather along northeast sections by the time we work our way deeper into tomorrow. So you think things may be okay, and then you kind of get hit on the way out with this system. So specifically because of that more westerly movement we talked about in the last video, and there's going to be more changes. What happens with a big system is they kind of wobble. They don't just take a straight line. As they're moving, they kind of wobble back and forth. And that's a big difference on depending on if we have winds of 150 or maybe 90 in some spots, right? So I always let you know what I know and what I don't know. And I know these things. I have tracked these for decades. They wobble. They do kind of different things. So thank you for your patience, kindness, no doubt, as I try to fine tune this best I can. So as we work our way late in the day, we'll start to see the winds picking up in our north zones as we get the heavier rain bands. So in those rain bands, we'll get some tropical storm gusts. But again, the slow go until we get to that point. As we work our way in with that, please try to get some rest if you can. Even if you wake up and you watch this kind of afterward, please try to get some rest, because tonight it is going to be so noisy and dangerous in many locations. Now, we're watching in through here. We'll start to get some of the winds roughly around 70. Again, late in the day, that's when things are going to be picking up. The hurricane's still just to the south, but as we work our way into tonight, this hurricane is on top of us with a landfall of a Category 4, Category 5. As far as the impacts go, there's a difference, but there's not a huge difference. Either way, Category 4, Category 5, immense impacts either way, right? So if you hear it go from a 5 to a 4, just remember that Brian was saying that these things kind of breathe. They change a little bit as we go through. It's not a huge weakening. It's just a fluctuation which happens. Tonight, here are the winds we're looking at. As this pulls on shore, right around 150 mile per hour winds, looking Mandeville back through Treasure Beach, back through Black River. As this moves in, we swing into our extreme western sections, including Montego Bay. We're going to have some of the winds that could be as high as 125 miles per hour, especially, again, it's starting to hint at that turn, but if it keeps moving a little bit more west, these winds may even be a little bit higher from Montego Bay. If it starts to make that turn a little bit sooner, sooner. Again, starting now, the winds may be a little bit less, and you can see these changes that are really hard to kind of capture, but doing what I can for you. Now, as we work our way forward into our eastern sections, now with that, Kingston is tricky because I'm really waiting on the turn. Winds may be, we're going to have some hurricane winds in Kingston, right? But with that said, if this is a little bit more to the west, they may not be as high as 110. They could be a little bit lower. But either way, hurricane impacts are coming. Just depends on the wobble. As this thing comes in, if it gets a little wobble, say over toward Mandeville, that would give us winds of 110. If it's a little bit more toward Black River, the winds may be 70 to about 90 miles per hour. So trust your judgment. So thank you for understanding that as these things kind of wobble as they work in. That's the same thing for a northeast coast as this kind of swings around. But you see what we're dealing with for tonight into early tomorrow. All of us, the hurricane impacts, of course, right where this goes, that's where they're going to be worse. So really trying to fine tune this close to Mandeville, Treasure Beach, Black River, up through Falmouth and St. Anne's on the edge of Montego Bay. As this category 5 or 4 works in, these are the gusts. And in this zone, which right now does not include Spanish Town or Kingston, in this zone here, those are the extreme winds. We'll have tropical storm and hurricane winds elsewhere, of course, but in this, we could have some gusts of about 170 miles per hour right along the coast, right in through here along the coast. Then, of course, as it hits the mountains, now the mountains, we're actually going to start to get the winds, since we're up higher, we're going to start to get the winds sooner throughout the day. So to give you a heads up, the winds in the mudslide threat, if you're up in the mountains, that actually starts sooner. Again, elevation does matter. And then as this moves in, even as we swing into northern sections, right in this zone here, some of the winds could gust as high as about 120 to about 130. Severe structure damage, power loss for weeks, and isolation of communities. I don't mean that to be scary. I mean that really, you know about this. We've been talking about this together, maybe your family members outside of Jamaica. Communication will be cut off. And again, we could lose power in some spots for weeks, if not or even longer in some locations. But this is the zone of high concern right through here. Then what happens next, and I'll expand everything out, the winds, the rain in just a moment. This will work its way into eastern Cuba as we work our way into tomorrow night, right? The center could pull right over.
Well, my viewers and subscribers, there you have it. We have to just prepare ourselves as much as possible. And please, tonight is going to be a very serious night. Yes, my viewers. So I think I'm going to close up here, my viewers. But it is important, my viewers, for us to take the warning seriously. Yes, we cannot emphasize it enough that, we take this thing seriously. Tonight is going to be a very difficult night. Yes. Yes, indeed. So, one idea, I'll take it up. Yeah. So, as I said before, the wind is lifting up here in Manchester. I've seen several times the light dims. So my viewers, I think I'm going to give these phones some charge. Yeah. So I'm going to give them phone some charge, because that way, if you light gone, then we can have something to add to my lighting. Yes. So my viewers, please take care of your beautiful and loving selves. Yes. And stay safe. Yes. Stay safe. So until another one, my viewers, subscribers, please remember to hit on the love button and give the video a thumbs up. Of course, I give you as much information that is possible for those of you who are still doubting. Yeah, I think enough is said for you now to make up your minds. Yes, make up your minds and move to higher ground. Yes? Because life is the most important thing. Yes? And it is very important by all means to preserve and protect our lives. Yes? So until another one, my viewers. Good afternoon.
Guantanamo Bay with winds 100 to 110 miles per hour. It'll be a little bit weaker because it'll pass over Jamaica, but with that still right around a major hurricane status, Category 2, Category 3 hurricane, Category 3 and higher. That's a major hurricane. And then it will move into the southeastern Bahamas, not the northern Bahamas. Northern Bahamas dealing with a front, another system coming out of the U.S. So this is not coming to Freeport or New Providence, but really watching anywhere from Long Island south. Some of the winds could be near 100 miles per hour, 160 kilometers an hour. Turks and Caicos, we're going to be on the edge of hurricane conditions. We're making the preps in case winds of about 60 miles per hour or 96 kilometers an hour. That's what I'm seeing.
Michelle? Abigail? Please come and turn this off for me, please. I don't know why this thing is giving me so much problems.